This nigga smoke squares.
Bro, who? You've never seen me smoke.
I've seen you smoke out of a video.
Bro, what's up, man? What's up? Let's see, we gotta kind of figure out where we want to go with this. Yeah, but you know, this is like some impromptu type shit. I wasn't really expecting to do our shit before we did ours, but lined up. So you kind of have to figure out where you're gonna go. But
well, I mean, you can do like a two-part structure. You can deal with Caleb, and then you know what I'm saying.
what I actually do got something for this. I actually do got something for this. We gotta go to the bag of the tricks. You know what I'm saying?
You can never have too many zeros.
I like how she thinks. You should watch that fucking video.
This is Florida.
The video I sent you.
What's video? On the Coll3Ctiv3 Illusions shit?
Lithium can lower bad cholesterol by over 90% and keep it low.
He said sorry, but
He's sorry. We was talking about how like how the older generation and what they believe and how that affects our generation type stuff.
That's where it all happens.
It just makes sense.
That's the key to this shit.
But you don't think school and shit has an effect?
It does, but that shit all again. Starts at home. Who chooses where they kid go to school, where they want to raise their kid. So, okay, cool. The financial resources. Okay, so man, shit all start at home. Then you feel me? Motherfuckers come to school. They could be having crazy. You know, you don't never know what be going on in people's lives. So, we went to another ass prime example at school. We went to like really dive into some shit like that.
I mean, we did go to a good school. It was kind of fucked up. I thought, like, going to Blue Ribbon School, you know what I'm saying, super.
Just all the Blue Ribbon School.
I mean, that did it not win the Blue Ribbon in like 2018?
You know, we went to school in the most expensive district in the country.
Sure.
So there's no question we didn't get this education.
No, but
quote unquote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this in the podcast we did. That's why I'm kind of having trouble, like finding my words in a way. We're trying to create new.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, what exactly did we talk about?
I guess it just ties in basically because you like I don't know, you kind of asked me what my influences were and stuff like that, and like childhood and stuff like that. And I kind of did go with what Caleb said. It starts in my home. Like I learned a lot of my tendencies from my mom and shit like that.
So
even from my bad habits to my bad habits, that shit comes from my mom and my pops. I promise you that shit.
Yeah. So I think Caleb has a valid point in saying that it starts at home. It starts at home. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying is, do you think if things were to be fixed at the crib, and we ain't saying this, you know, pitch perfect, but it's, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, because look, keep this. Now we got people in our that we went to school with that had better housing, whatever, and they ain't worse off. Off the drugs, could be whatever, pregnant right now, whatever.
Yeah.
So
but
the majority, but that starts.
Well, what I'm saying is, you can have all that, but then it's still family dynamic.
But remember, we also talked about this too. That there's something that's gonna be like there's something deep rooted, bro. Not everything comes from your parents. Like,
bro, I think that there's a lot of generational.
But you gotta think. You say that how you said that it's deep rooted. Your parents might not have the same deep-rooted kindness as you, and they can be evil people, or they could be, you know what I'm saying,
but do you think that,
or show you a way that's foul, or you know what I'm saying? So you might not, you know what I'm saying?
So what do you think about the people that's like lost this in the system in the way of like believe all the lies and propaganda that
back to the mind control shit. The niggas ain't really watch they call time. That shit is really what's going on. That's what's going on.
I mean, and did you watch that?
No, I was just gonna say, explain it to the people that haven't seen it. You have to explain it to the people that haven't seen it.
But I mean, you really watch it. I started, but so basically, the movie They Clone Tyrone is about this drug dealer. You know, he's doing his daily drug dealer duties. You know, he's going to the liquor store getting some liquor. You know what I'm saying? About to go get his money from somebody who owes money type shit. He break a nigga leg, hit him with the car, take his money. And basically, the regular reaction from that, you know, they come back, get the get back, they end up killing him. Now, they kill him, and basically it's like the government came, snatched his body, and then sent his clone back out there type shit. Now,
He wake up like nothing happened.
Right, wake up like nothing happened, continue today, regular as hell. But it's weird because there's a scene in the movie, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's a scene in the movie where the guy gets out the car after they've been causing ruckus because he ended up finding a clone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He finds out he's a clone. He find out they've been cloning shit. They got a whole base. You know what I'm saying? They go some secretive shit, basically. And at this scene where dude gets out the car after they've been causing all this ruckus, he said, "I'm not gonna kill you." You know what I'm saying? They literally got him trapped. Like they can't go nowhere. It could kill him easy, no problem, nothing. But the white dude says, "The reason I keep you alive is because you keep the system going." You know what I'm saying? So now you think about. You know, and there's a scene in the movie also that kind of makes sense that, you know, all the mind control and all the shit that they, you know, are showing people and just, you know what I'm saying, glorifying and shit like that is all part of that whole little, like, mind control get us to do what they want.
Food, the music, the food we eat, gotta keep us at a certain vibration, or our bodies are dirty in the sense of we're not fucking healthy, you know what I mean? Like, if shit gets, but we're so trained and so far into this shit, it would be like going cold turkey on some drugs, like, bro, your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To go against all that shit.
I think, and it's more so just like you think of the distractions that we have today.
Right, but going into what Caleb says, like the food keeps us at a certain vibration and all this other stuff, then why are you so woke? Why do you have the ability to not give in to the propaganda that?
Because again, my father, when me growing up, my father, this is what he would be talking about.
So now peep this then. So then how does the food and everything like that affect you?
I mean, look, man, I think what I'm saying is like, the reason why I'm aware of this shit is because, and why this shit is rooted from is because my father would talk about this shit, and then me as being a child, this shit would sound so even. Think about how much cooler this shit would sound like as a shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like this, I've always been stuck on that since we've had this first conversation.
I'm taking at what you said about like the food, the water, music at face
and then
level.
You think about how they keep the home.
Right. But I'm taking that at face level. Like, how did that affect?
Well, essentially,
how does that affect your thinking?
Look, no, it's more so like this. The food and the shit that they put out for us, you know what I'm saying? It causes you to get sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of brands, if you look it up, like, they say if you use this shit, you get all type of weird-ass sicknesses. Some even cause cancer on them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that goes to glorify fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? That goes to glorify fucking liquor.
Right there. Hold on, I can say some shit like that.
And then think about what's hot right now. All they play on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Get money, fuck bitches, smoke weed, pop perks, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, but this,
I was able to get myself up out of that chokehold.
This is more or less like a culture, like they're glorifying a culture. But this is the thing, we've been around people that are not a part of the industry that glorify the culture, right?
But they're a part of,
right?
They're under the
right. But what I'm saying is,
that's why it's true,
bro. Is that the music?
Nah, but none of the new music they put out.
Exactly. But you can hear all these rappers and all these artists talking about some
Sexy Red did a performance at high school.
Yeah, so.
Bro, think about that, bro.
You know, but you gotta think about how like people in this in the school system or whatever are trying to stay up with the times or want to be friends.
No, bro, that's not what school is for.
But you're arguing with me like I made the school system, bro.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just giving you a perspective, bro.
Yeah.
And now the school system is too accepting and accommodating.
Well, are they though? Are they though?
Yes.
Are they
Yes.
though?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they though?
When it comes down to like mathematics and science and base knowledge, okay, yeah. English, okay, fine, okay, but like, let me tell you something though. Our history is definitely biased, tainted, and not correct. Like, even when you can, for example, the Vietnam War, we got fucked up for real in the Vietnam War.
Yeah, but everybody knows that.
Bro,
we
did not learn that we got fucked up for real.
No, everybody, even during the time where people went to Vietnam, there was people protesting and rioting.
Yeah, because it was a war that we didn't need to be in.
Exactly, and when they came back, we knew we did. People knew we did.
Right.
But
That's what I'm saying. Kids,
that's why they didn't welcome. That's why they didn't welcome
Vietnam
Vietnam soldiers when they came back.
This is what I'm saying though. Like, that's just an example of just they changed the narrative of a lot of shit. Just like they did that whole book ban, and then after they do the book ban, after taking out the books they wanted to get out, then they say they're not gonna ban no more books anymore. You feel what I'm saying? That's weird.
I don't think that's weird.
What is the point of it? And then there are books about people's ethnic background.
We just topics.
How do we think how it's about history? It's about schools. Exactly.
We already talked about this off camera. The schools don't benefit from teaching a lot of things.
That's true. But
yes, they do. Schools are here to put out a certain base level of workers. That's the reason why there's a certain amount of people in the middle class and the lower class and all that.
So teaching certain things isn't beneficial.
Exactly. What they do anyways.
No, they don't. So they don't teach a lot of shit.
Okay,
we had this argument last time when
that brings up the question.
They do a lot of they teach a lot of shit that
they teach a lot of shit, right? But that brings up the question:
overseas.
Why are they teaching like lesbian and gay culture in the schools?
Because they're too accommodating and accepting. Like I just said,
accommodating and accepting, but you don't learn slavery. You don't learn nothing about black history. But they don't learn that now. That's banned.
Bro, it's not banned. They're still teaching. My little sister learned about it. Bro. So y'all getting misinformed.
I didn't say anything. Hold on. I didn't say anything about that.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe they banned it in other states, bro, but not here.
But what I'm saying is, bro, if they're going in other states, that's
I can't speak to it, bro. I have no experiences towards it. You're saying they banned it in schools. I have no experiences with that. I've never heard of that in our area.
Bro, I know that they don't do that.
Why you looking at me like that?
Because I'm just sitting here like, bro, y'all just...
I didn't say nothing.
They don't teach you.
You don't have to teach about slavery every fucking year.
Okay, bro, you don't teach about no black history?
They do teach about black history.
What black history they teach about?
Bro, they taught about black history.
What black history they teach about?
Junior high, bro.
What black history they teaching about?
MLK, Malcolm
But
X.
they're not the same thing?
What do you mean?
That's the whole movie. That's how they teach.
Okay. The name other activists that you like school teach about.
I mean, I would more so want to learn about black people's history.
Such as what?
I mean, our actual history.
Such as what?
Like heritage, shit like that.
Okay, but guess what? You're talking about wanting to learn, and I'm talking about from a general perspective. You're wanting to learn about black history. Black people are the minority in the United States. We already talked about this as well. Yeah. So it's not beneficial for them to teach all these white kids and all these other kids about fucking slavery. It doesn't benefit them. They teach the base knowledge, what you need to know, base knowledge. You can search for it. They give you the tools to learn about it outside of school.
What is the prime meaning for them doing it? To push out. Fucking, you feel me? Just motherfuckers should get comfortable in life, or let's just It's just school trains your ass to fucking do one thing. Literally, just wake up in the morning, get your baby. You're on a certain schedule that sets your ass up for like a job to go work for somebody. So you feel me? You know, and then it's easy to do. You know
how does that correlate to? No, I don't understand quite. I feel like we're jumping over and switching over a lot.
So where are you at?
I'm sitting here like we just got done talking about how schools don't teach the history you guys don't want to talk about. And then he just said schools are formulated to make us only do one thing.
No, because originally you asked like, I'm forgot exactly how you said it, but from what I remember, you had said something like, damn, bro. What you remember what the fuck he asked, bro? There was a reason why I even said it like that. There was a reason why I even responded.
We were talking about collective illusions, schools, and the effect within that.
Are you responsible for the importance of
we were talking about this mind control shit.
Right. We were talking about the mind control shit, the Coll3Ctiv3 shit.
I'm aware of all that.
You asked, like, how does the, like, shit that we use and see, basically, like,
how you said, right, and then we switched over to school history.
Right, but so we're bringing up the example of, like, what they're teaching us.
Right.
And
yeah, but
we weren't making points.
They didn't teach you the wrong history.
You don't think that
what they
American
teach you that was wrong? Give me an example of what they taught you that was wrong. One example. If school taught you a lot of wrong things, give me one example of misinformed information from history that school gave you. Dinosaurs weren't real, something like that. I gotta hear something.
Honestly, I feel like when it came to Black history, a lot of that shit is...
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like...
Give me an example. You can't
like,
just
no,
say
I feel like,
something
okay,
like
look,
that.
I feel like slavery wasn't...
They didn't lie about slavery.
It wasn't exactly how they explained it, because again, if you take the same boat in today's world and put a whole bunch of people on that bitch and tried to say that they literally voted the motherfuckers apart,
you see on the video right now. What I'm saying is,
but no, just honestly talk about
theories, right? But these are theories that people are coming up with. But what I'm saying is, tell me something that school taught you that was wrong.
No, and what we're saying is,
you just asked me to tell you something that I thought school told me that was wrong. That's what we just
but
answered.
You can't. But there's nobody that confirmed that they got over here.
Bro,
a different way.
You can look. They have books on that.
Right, but they got here
saying there's no way we could.
Bro, they actually say that
you're saying that
part of the indigenous people
that was here.
Okay, bro. Then why would
more
American?
More American.
It's
American.
Bro, because they did bring Africa over, but we're saying there was still.
Okay, yes, there are indigenous people here. We already knew that.
Right.
But
you see how they tried to rebrand. No, but you see how they tried to rebrand them.
The only indigenous people were here were the natives, and they got fucked over
by
the same people who we celebrate Thanksgiving on.
You think natives only apply to one type of people, but the natives are the people that were here.
When they were talking about natives in school, they were talking about Indians.
But there was different types. There's different type of Indians, though. There's native people. There's native
We're talking about the ones that we learned about in school, though.
We're talking about here in general.
Right, bro.
We're talking
about
what
they teach you that was wrong.
Bro,
we knew that there were native people here. We knew that some Africans got brought here on boats. We knew all that.
No. They make it seem like we were only brought here on boats.
That's not what I was told, bro. I never heard that you guys were only brought here on boats.
Bro, what?
There's people, obvious, bro. First of all, y'all not even pure blood African. So, of course, there's gonna be some mix of some shit like
black than I am Irish.
Alright, bro. I feel like y'all speaking on shit that y'all damn near learned off like YouTube reels and shit.
Where else am I supposed to go get the information from?
There's books that talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Where our point is that they try to make black people only see one type of, you know what I'm saying, black person. They don't teach us about the African kings.
Why would they?
why the fuck do we need to learn about the shit that we do, bro?
But why? Okay, but this is what I'm saying.
The reason why we have to learn about the Nazi situation in the news.
Because 12 million people died.
Bro,
a whole generation, a whole fucking
400 years of motherfuckers.
Bro, Irish people were enslaved, Jewish people were enslaved. Everybody has been enslaved.
But that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is motherfuckers sweep it under the rug.
Nobody sweeps it under the rug. Everybody knows about slavery.
We was promised something.
Oh yeah, what happened to that 40 acres of
we didn't get it. We tried to better our communities. Black Panthers, did they not? Tried to better our communities. They seen us as a threat.
A lot of Black Panthers killed people, bro.
Look what was going on, bro. Look what was going on, bro. Bro, so
okay, but why are there more minorities in prisons than white people?
Bro, because they set it up for like that, bro. We used to get arrested 4 times to 1 with the marijuana law.
We used to go now. Why now?
We only see rappers. We only see basketball players. We don't see nothing. Bro, right. But that's what's glorified.
Exactly. It's glorified.
What?
Exactly.
What?
What's glorified about it?
Bro, all of it, bro. You
what about
scroll on Instagram, you'll see something about it. You listen to the music.
Yes,
bro.
Glorified makes something seem like it's
look at
cool and it's great.
Bro, do they not?
No, I don't think so.
Look at New York,
bro. But that's you.
Look at Chicago.
Right. Chicago's going through a long. Chicago's
Are we not on a podcast? I need you to explain your fucking view. I need you to explain the view instead of saying, look at New York's culture. Look at Chicago. Explain what you mean.
Okay, we're going to explain it, but we're just saying how does it affect.
I'm asking y'all to explain. I'm asking you to explain. Obviously, I don't see if I'm asking you to explain, right?
I feel like we have this chip on our shoulders. Am I right or am I wrong?
Now turn on the switch.
Right or am I wrong? Okay, boom. There's the number one fact. Second fact. Freaking the music been going fast. How you doing?
Sorry.
It's in the front. There's part of this front.
Oh God, New York culture. Again, all it is drill, everything. Where did they get that from? Chicago. Okay. Now, even you can look at LA culture, gang and all that shit has been glorified out there. It goes back to Italians and mobsters and mob life and cartel shit, bro. Like that shit's been being glorified, bro, because that's what was feeding families too. Like, but out here, you can go look this shit up too. Like, majority of the music labels and shit like that, they're owned by the same motherfuckers who own the prisons. Now, I forget what year it was, but it's like when Biggie and all them was getting on, bro. There was a whole big switch with all the systems, bro. And motherfuckers was rapping about woke shit, all that shit, and they said, no, you stop that shit. You're supposed to rap like they want you to rap about this. So not for the same.
And you can even look up videos. You can look up
all the old heads in the rap industry talk about that shit.
Fucking industry leader, bro. They ask him like, why do you only glorify one type of like view, one type of fucking lifestyle? He says because that's what makes the most money.
A lot of most people, and most young niggas nowadays is off pills.
How can you change that, bro?
How do you change that?
Stop listening to music, then.
Bro, it's not, bro. I mean, I don't listen to that music.
Okay, then.
But listen, think about what is being glorified,
bro. You're a minority, and here you are, bro. You don't want to be in a gang. You don't want to kill somebody.
But look where we grew up, though.
Okay, but there's many people that grew up in the same situation as us.
Bro, in perspective, we said that perspective is a motherfucker, bro.
Right.
How we view life because of our home life and how we came up.
And I'm still waiting for like deeper explanations. Like,
we're just saying we are 3 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How many motherfuckers honestly do you think what we think about?
With all this shit going on, people get into the rat race and then can't look past here. I done did fucking psychedelics with your ass, bro. I'm not gonna keep this name as a regular motherfucker, bro. I be fried. You already know me, bro. I be thinking about funny random shit, bro. Bro, what the fuck did you think about some shit like that? Come on now,
bro. But
you know what I'm saying?
So,
and the only motherfuckers really talking about shit like this.
All I'm getting at is everybody claims that we are so deeply influenced by all these other things, but everybody I'm around is not.
No, because I mean, if that's not the case, then how the fuck could you say that you're influenced by your parents' habits and shit like that?
But we're speaking about propaganda, not our parents.
But no, this is shit that you're feeding every day on social media.
Bro, I don't have the same beliefs as my mother politically.
But I'm not talking about.
Okay, so then what? Then ask a deeper question.
Ask the question.
What do you mean? I wasn't asking a question in the first place. I said it's the same thing. Like how he said he was affected, and how I said I was affected by my parents, my habits, some of the habits that I took upon myself.
Right, but we're talking about government influence.
How the fuck could not the shit that's going around in society not affect you? You feel what I'm saying? You're saying you're gonna take it the way that you're
doesn't affect me. I'm saying it doesn't have as big as the influence as everybody claims, bro.
I mean, but that's you.
Okay, and that's my experience and my perspective. Like we just like we're
not trying to change us.
Right, we're just.
But you guys are kind of. Every time I say something, you guys keep arguing.
Because
saying,
you asked the question and we answered the question.
But y'all not answering nothing really.
So
I can't wait to watch this back.
What have we not
really? I can't.
You asked us, what do we think that they're lying about in history? We said, well, you think they're lying about.
Okay.
You asked us what was the correlation to the mind control, and we brought up the schools and the point and purpose of the school.
Okay, and the point and purpose of the school is to make workers.
Right.
How is that mind control?
Bro, because
you have to fucking work.
No.
What do you think this shit is? This is not, you can't live off the land. You can't go hunt animals anymore. There's so many people, bro. Bro, y'all
there's a reason why our generation is known as the generation who think that we got it. You know what I'm saying? We could just demand shit and not work hard for shit. You feel me?
Think about
that's not true because that's literally online right now.
Think about it like this.
They've been saying that every year.
No,
bro, you can look it up. They release shit about it every year. Every year they say this is the laziest, least working bunch.
No, bro, we're generation, please.
That's our generation.
That's our generation.
That's what they say about our generation.
They say about past generations as well.
Bro, they said that exactly.
Bro.
I'm just asking.
I'm gonna pull it up for you, bro. Y'all can continue talking, bro.
I'm just saying what we're saying, and that even goes even deeper to the collective illusion. They say this shit every year. Is it true?
It's your choice to decide if it's true or not.
Bro,
I don't believe it is. Not for me. It's not for me because I've never had anything given to me.
We're saying for the general public.
So,
but and then you brought up the statement earlier. We grew up with motherfuckers who are well off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And who are fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
Versus a motherfucker who's only know one thing.
So this is the perfect.
It's just like a motherfucker
that we could be in a great environment and still have all these outside influences and be okay. We're fine. You're not influenced by propaganda and rap music and all these other things.
But we trying to be different though. We trying to get to the collective,
bro.
Because
you think you guys are the only ones, bro? Woke culture is a part of this generation for a reason, bro. Like,
bro, but do you think everybody's truly cool?
We've already talked about this.
But we talk about it now.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. People claim to be spiritual and claim to be woke and don't truly understand it, but that doesn't mean that that's not the beginning to them understanding something.
That's true. That's true. But if we're supposed to be lazy, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, but everybody's lazy. Everybody complains about not wanting to do shit. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time everybody gets caught up on trying to like change the way life is, but unfortunately in your lifetime you're not going to.
Look, I'll bring up the question: do you think that's like that in other places?
Like what?
This is just like, how the fuck was they supposed to change slavery if motherfuckers just thinking like Debbie Downer?
No, not even, because bro, if a motherfucker said, bro, if a motherfucker said we offer leave, we're not cool to. You think, bro? If I was a slave, bro, I wouldn't even live. They would have killed me.
Bro, listen. This is what I'm saying.
That's how you are now.
You're not understanding what I just said.
No, because
I don't have a negative outlook.
I don't have a negative outlook. You're not gonna, because there's millions of people before you that try to do it.
But we're and we've gotten this far, so we gotta take it further.
How far did you guys get?
What you mean? We here,
bro? Exactly.
Sitting on this couch.
But what I'm saying is, as a collectively, you're saying that you're trying to change the way the world is in a way. How far did you get?
Okay, but what we're saying is like.
Think about people.
Think about, bro.
Like you said, it's a start.
Think about it, right? It's a start.
Okay, but like I just said, bro, y'all can sit up here and complain about the way life is all you want, but unfortunately, in your lifetime, you are going to have to.
I don't think we complaining about it because honestly, you're right. All the time,
okay, saying how y'all get so defensive. We can have a conversation. The volume just gets louder and louder and louder. It just keeps getting fucking louder.
I've been chilling.
Y'all, both of y'all been getting loud.
No, I ain't
put that on
YouTube.
We can't put F-bombs on YouTube.
Leave the shit out, bro. Leave the shit out, bro.
Damn, man.
I'm just sitting here like, not once have we actually had an actual conversation. There's been too many thoughts going on at once.
Okay, so listen.
And there's been no
you bring
real
up a
question
point that you want to talk about. What's some shit that you see in this shit? Oh, bro.
I want to change maybe the direction of the conversation.
Okay,
because I feel like
that's literally what I just said, bro.
Well, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I want to change. I don't want to talk about what we were just talking about at all, because ultimately every time we talk about
it, he asked you, what do you want to talk about? And you said, I don't want to talk about that. That's still
why are you getting so defensive?
Because
you seen I was just texting.
If you don't want to talk about it, then move on.
I got nothing to say right now. I'm a little frustrated.
Bro, why are you frustrated?
I'm gonna just keep my cool, bro.
Bro, come on. I'm trying to get what you want to talk about. Come on.
I got nothing to talk about. I don't know why I have to point the direction of the conversation.
We just pointed the direction. We trying to, and you was over there hitting us with the left, right hooks.
They keep going in a circle though. Like there's no like, I don't know. There's no middle ground to be met there. So I feel like I don't know. You're asking me to think of a question. Shit, I don't know. I don't do this shit. This is not what I do.
Bro,
it's simply just having a conversation, bro.
Right.
It's not as hard.
And I'm trying to recover from the barrage of words that I just received from both of you two.
I mean, we were saying the same thing.
Right. At different volumes, at different speeds.
Okay, right. You had the TV on. There was a lot going on.
Exactly. So,
I mean,
you asked me what I want to talk about, and I was still trying to just
process.
Right, I'm still trying to.
No, you said you didn't want to talk.
Exactly, but I'm still trying to engage in the conversation actively with y'all, even if I don't want to speak on those things. Because really, ultimately, I feel like the perspective that you guys have compared to me, obviously, you guys are African American, you guys are black. So the way y'all feel about the history that's taught in school is completely different to me, because they don't teach nothing about my fucking history or where my family come from or nothing like that.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't give a fuck, because I seek that shit out to myself.
But this is what I'm saying. Wouldn't you appreciate your kids learning that in school? being
because I don't.
Are you gonna go out your way to
I don't
teach your
care.
daughter?
I don't care because
history?
I don't
Or you
care
just
for them
gonna
to
raise
like
them and just be
speed
like,
through a
America?
week. No, I don't care for them to speed through a week of the shit and like just pass
We
breeze
said
by.
speed through a week
Because that's what they do on everything, bro. You learned about ancient Egypt. You learned about
I
medieval
didn't learn
times.
about no damn ancient Egypt, bro.
Okay, bro. Like we
What
didn't go to the
class-
same school system,
What
bro.
class we learned about ancient
Come on,
Egypt?
bro. I'm not gonna sit down here and break it all
Oh,
down.
my
I know. I bet you freshman year,
Freshman year,
or
I
eighth
was
grade
in fucking
year.
chemistry. I didn't do fucking whatever that
Alright, bro.
shit
Alright,
is
bro.
that you do. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
That everybody
World
did
cultures.
freshman
You didn't do
year.
world cultures.
No,
You had to, bro.
I didn't.
That's
I
a
did
requirement.
chemistry. No, it wasn't.
Okay. Chemistry
my
and
mom.
world
I'll
cultures
pull
are
about
two
both
different
parts.
things, bro.
Bro,
So just be
that was
arguing
what I
about the
took it
most
for. That was
pointless
what I
shit.
took instead of that. Like,
Chemistry
literally.
instead of world culture.
Yes, that's why I literally when on my sophomore year I was in the class with Mr. fucking I was in class with George and fucking who else, bro? And the other fucking little white short fucking smart nigga, bro. Literally, bro. Swear to God.
Chemistry and world cultures aren't on the same fucking.
Bro, you're not understanding. That wasn't a
He
requirement.
probably did take a social studies class because the social studies class was
Was a
But world
requirement. I
culture
didn't
is a
take world
requirement.
cultures though.
Okay, bro.
You know
no,
what I
because
took?
remember they had
I
that
took
other one where you would go
minorities.
on, like field
I
trips
took
and shit.
minorities. bro.
That's not freshman year. That was the year after. That's adventure, and then they had the religion.
No,
they had
Adventure
religion.
was
They had
senior
religion.
year.
They had world religions. And that
No,
wasn't
there was
freshman
some
year.
religion.
There was
That
something
wasn't
that you could go
freshman
there.
year.
They went on hella field trips. I remember, bro, because they always. went
And then
on
the
field
other
trips.
history class I took was the Chicago shit. Where you learn the Chicago history with Mr. fucking with the tall white nigga who coached the girls basketball team. Oh God.
It's even crazy to think about how motherfuckers be sleeping with the students at that day. That shit was crazy.
We went to that school.
Yeah, that's a highly respected school, you feel me? Which is crazy. But I mean, shit. That's really just what it is.
I was shit. I want to talk about a different topic then.
What we about to talk about?
Shit. What y'all feel about these other beings?
Like aliens and shit.
Yeah, what you bro? We seen some that we could was a UFO the other time. Okay, the government talking about these niggas is real. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we've talked about this before, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not one to say that they're wrong, as in, you know, they are here or they aren't here, but it just does seem kind of weird knowing the government and knowing how they move. You know what I'm saying? They saying something about that shit.
But
just
y'all
to be
think that
shit.
if there was a race or you feel me, you know what I'm saying, a whole different like you feel me species of motherfuckers who can travel through light years to space, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and
bro,
be watching over us and shit, and they not running and shit.
Bro, you gotta think to a certain degree, bro. They're supposed to be so advanced, bro. What the fuck do they need to learn about us? Like, what do they need to like control us for?
I mean, but we don't know because we don't even understand how they even travel. They've mastered the sun's energy and shit like that. Bro.
Okay.
We could be, bro. Listen, like,
So if they're controlling the world, then is it benefiting us or hurting us if the government's no good for us and all this other stuff?
that's what I'm saying. Could be hurting us.
How? If they're so, but why would they hurt us?
But let
if
me
they're
look at
so
what's going on
highly
in the world right
intelligent?
now. The government supposedly shining laser beams down on her.
Right. So then why can't the government just say that we're in contact with aliens and then start doing laser beams and shit, killing people and blaming it
That's
on
what they
aliens?
literally just did, bro. What do you mean?
They didn't blame it on aliens though. Nobody in the government.
No, I didn't
comments
say
about
they
the
blame it on
beams.
aliens, but that's what just happened in the order that you say that happened. They released, they say the aliens real, and then shit started getting attacked by lasers.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
So that's like I don't know. Like you could say
But
aliens
this-
are
but-
real, but I don't think they have a play in what we got going on.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, you think that the laws they don't apply? You feel what I'm saying? The laws that they are going by and coming down here. Why would they be? Why would we have stories about niggas having Vietnam? and shit like that, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
why do we have
niggas who work in that
dragons?
But hold on though, this is what I'm saying. Like anything goes. I honestly don't dub that to be too fake because a dragon to me that's just a fucking dinosaur. If you really think about it, bro.
I give it to
Oh
you.
my God.
I mean, I have the same beliefs about it, but I'm just saying it's the same reason why there's stories of mythical beings, bro. They could be the same explanation.
So why don't, if that was true and that really was the real deal of what's happening out there, why don't we know that? And why is that such an unsure thing? Why is that so dangerous for the common knowledge of everybody to know?
Because people panic and do
stupid
shit. They've been easing it on to us, so like, bro, it's different than saying like aliens are here and we don't know what they're doing or anything like that. Bro.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
They come out and say we've been in contact with them. You guys have been right. Like,
shit, bro. If they've been in contact with us,
I don't think we're in contact with them.
You don't think we're in contact with them?
No, we could have contacted them, but we are not in contact with them. If
They
anything,
just
they
get around.
control when the fuck we are able to speak to them.
but that's what I'm saying.
So they.
What if they have?
Caleb point is
Right, he's saying that if like, why wouldn't they have a hand in this shit?
Yeah, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, bro?
But why would they?
Because
What if it
we're
was like
so
a science
smart.
project?
That's what I'm saying,
Huh?
like, bro.
What
Like,
if it was like a science project for them type shit?
like, what if
Like
they're,
something
what
they
if,
do
like,
that
you
shit,
know what I'm
that's
saying,
just
bro? Like,
something they-
we don't even know what the fuck they could be doing.
You're just hitting me with what if theories.
No, that's not what it's theory. That's
I mean,
that's low key, kind of low key. That's bringing
you
that
don't
shit
think
deep.
it's possible?
I just try to take that shit deep.
Anything's possible, isn't it?
I'm just
I
trying
mean,
to take
yeah.
it deep.
Now we're just like, I have like, this is a conversation that I can't follow again because there's no facts and like it's all gonna be what ifs.
No, it's not. There's facts. You
There's
could bring
all
up.
theories.
You could bring up documents.
But
that
do you
the
believe the government
released.
now? Now you believe the government?
Hold on. Okay, I believe people who serve for the government. I mean,
Can you? What if they're just vessels to communicate a propaganda, like you say?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I think
You
what
got
he's
it.
saying
There's
is like
people. There's
how
some
they come
people
out
telling the
with
truth, bro.
motherfuckers who
There's
work
got to be
out.
some people telling the truth.
Just like the fact that, again,
But don't
why
they
do we
have control
believe
over the
bitches who
people?
say they get? You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's not lying,
Why?
bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand the boys cry wolf is a thing, or motherfuckers could be saying that to sway propaganda, because propaganda is real.
But wouldn't it be
That was a good point.
But I'm just saying, but wouldn't it be the perfect storm if they have scientists that work at NASA that have retired and now they start coming out saying that they've seen UFOs, and then they have Air Force pilots that have
Right,
seen
but
this.
why
Wouldn't that be the perfect storm to just come
I mean,
out?
yes,
with
but
this
there's
shit?
people who have definitely
For
like, lost
propaganda,
their
right?
lives.
What do
because of
you
this shit, though.
think? Do you know about Bob Lazar?
Yeah, I do.
So then, what do you think about that? Like,
So-
he is a person that works for the government.
So now this is
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is the thing. I've never spoken to him, so obviously, so there's no way I can like there's no way I can say he's right or wrong. If anybody's claimed some shit on a big scale, it's up to them to stand on it however they feel. But there's people that have interviewed him besides Joe Rogan that say it's some of the like it seems like he'd be bullshitting on some of this
but
shit.
like, you gotta think, he could be saying some shit just like how a motherfucker could be telling you a story like Jordan's dad. Ain't no fucking way that shit happened, boy. The nigga was not standing next to Michael Jordan in the club with Scottie Pippen and the bitch. That was like a movie scene.
Right.
But that damn sure could have really fucking happened, bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
But it's just all all speculation again. The same thing about aliens could be here, they could be not.
But they
It's all
is here.
speculation.
So
How
it's
do you
not
know
no
they are here?
because ain't no way we're the only beating soulless
But why they gotta
conscious
be here? But why they gotta be
creatures.
here?
What do you mean? Why did we have to be here on this planet? If we're so
It's different,
meaningless
but-
and you know what I'm saying,
But
and there
it's
wasn't no
different when
deeper
you're
into
saying that
this.
aliens are coming here. We're here because we're here. You're saying that aliens are coming here.
Okay, so aliens, let's just say, for shits and giggles.
I'm not saying they don't exist.
You're saying, they're coming here. They've been here, motherfucker. They're in our hieroglyphs.
I'm not saying they're coming here. I've said they've been here. I'm not saying that they're constantly here.
They've been here longer than us, my nigga. Like,
you're just saying shit that we're not disagreeing on.
Okay. So look. What we're saying, or what I think he's trying to get you to see is like what if they've been here and they've been behind the scenes
doing this shit?
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to say.
I understand that. Okay. What if? All right.
But
okay. Like,
you don't have any viewpoint, any nothing.
Well, what do you want me to say? If they're fucking behind the scenes, what the fuck can we do about it? It's the same thing as the government. If they're controlling us, what the fuck can we do about it? I mean, it's one of those things that I can have an opinion and be like, oh yeah, that's fucked up that we don't even know who's controlling us, and we could be a science experiment. We could be fucking whatever. We could but it's all like we could be. I don't have any type of I don't have any type of facts or anything to back any of that up. So aliens are real. I don't know if they're here all the time. We may have talked to them in the past. I don't know if we talk to them all the time. But I just don't see, it's just, if the government's controlling us or aliens controlling us, it's really the same difference to me. Either way, we ain't got no fucking hand in the shit. There's somebody bigger than us that's trying to push an agenda that we got no fucking say in.
Right. So you don't think we as the people could do anything?
What the fuck you gonna do to an alien if they the one that's controlling? I'm just asking you. I'm asking you.
Saying,
but I'm asking you, what
we as the people have rebelled against things. Now you say you don't see the difference in the government or the aliens, right?
Well, it's the same difference to me. I see a difference in aliens controlling us and the government controlling us, because there would be a different.
If the government was controlling us, we could fucking change some shit. But if the aliens was
because this is the problem. This is the problem with trying to overthrow the government. Let's just say, big example. The way to overthrow the government, nobody goes to work tomorrow, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's going to do that because of mind control, and you're stuck in a habit, and you...
No, but it's not mind control. It's not mind control. It's being worried about the person next to you is not going to do the same thing as you, and then you will be the one that loses your job.
Is that not mind control?
How? Nobody has trust in the person next to them.
It's like fear mongering.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
It's like,
but why do you think?
Why don't you do some shit that your mom is gonna get pissed off at? Because your mom.
We've done a million things. We've done a million things that piss off our parents.
No, but you're not hearing what I'm saying, bro. That's just an analogy. Like.
But that's what we're saying,
right? But what I'm saying is, y'all are claiming that it's mind control, and all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, if everybody was like, "Don't go to work tomorrow," I wouldn't believe half the motherfuckers that told me.
Right, and we're saying it is because of what they have put out and how they have shown us as Americans to be. Is the mind control of what makes you think.
But I just don't trust other people to have faith in everybody else. But that's not mind control.
But isn't the goal to come together? And you're scared to come together.
I'm not scared to come together. I just know that other people won't.
That is not possible.
I mean,
I think everybody's just selfish. So at the end of the day, that nobody's gonna be able to come together because there's too many egos a part of this shit. I don't think that it's mind control. Y'all could claim it's mind control. That's your perspective, 100%. But all I'm saying is, yeah, there's propaganda out there. Yeah, the government puts shit out there. But ultimately, there's none of that like camaraderie amongst people anymore. Like, a person on the street can be an enemy most of the time. So
but look at how society is.
That's not
even
right.
Just like, even just like motherfuckers don't even say good morning for real and hello to each other on like in public, like on the train and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what?
But they don't trust them. This is what I'm getting at.
You know what?
Right, but because of everything we see on the news.
But people are killers. People are rapists. People rob.
Okay, but again, just like they say that about the whole city of Chicago, and you could go out there right now, just like he was the other day in Wrigleyville, and he was fine. Like, what do you mean? That's just like saying bitches is okay for bitches to just go ahead and dub every nigga. You feel me? A creep when they come up to their ass just because they hear stories and shit like that. No,
They do that.
That's what I'm saying. But that's because of the shit they see. You feel what I'm saying?
But a lot of girls do experience creeps.
Because do you think that's because of what they're wearing?
Okay, he took it to a whole different level. But
Because of what they're hearing? Wearing? Whoa. I'm not speaking on nothing like that. I'm sorry.
It to a whole different level. But
because think about what
I'm saying.
Glorify,
bro, just like this, just like how, just like, bro, in minorities, they tried to have me debate this bitch in class about how, first of all, I won the debate because the debate couldn't even be debated. It was a biased fucking topic, bro. The fucking shit was, should women have the right to not have the fear to be raped, or like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's, how is that even fucking possible? You can't take somebody's fear away from them, bro. Like, again, like, you feel what I'm saying? That shit is impossible because that shit's been ingrained in our fucking society, in every single level of society. Castles, fucking Egyptians, nigga. Jesus was going to the whorehouse. On my granny, you feel what I'm saying, bro? Dead ass, no, like dead ass. On my granny, I won that debate. I got an A+ on that fucking assignment. Shout out Mr. Evie. Oh God, feel me? But oh God, you can't. You feel me? You feel me? You can't do that. You can't.
So if you can't take away people's fear, then to Jeremiah's point, what do you do? If you don't trust the person next to you, right? Or at least that's what we believe.
You gotta break out that shell, my nigga. You gotta experience life, because it's not everybody's like that.
Honestly, I can say from my personal perspective, people are actually pretty damn nice.
Not exactly.
Like,
you just gotta talk to their ass, bro. You know how many I just met, bro. Them motherfuckers be coming up to my ass. I don't know if I just look like a real friendly motherfucker, but random ass like this nigga. I'll show you this nigga, bro. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Where my phone go? Oh God, this Indian nigga. He 19, bro, man. What you do? I didn't even know this nigga was 19. He look grown as hell, my nigga. Man, where you going? I'm going to work. And we smoke weed. Oh, hell yeah. He like, man, I'm here. My name, I'm 19. Boy, I be trying to find some motherfuckers to smoke with, bro. Man, all my homies, they went to college and shit, all type of shit. Ooh, he's like, man, I'm just working and shit. I'm like, you play the game and shit? I'm about to get his gamer tag. He, bro, I got all that shit. I got PC, PS5, nigga, the Xbox One. He fucking like Muslim, like the nigga who used to wear the turban, but he don't wear the turban. He just got a big ass nappy fro type shit. But he like, bro, yeah, bro, my family rich as hell, all type of shit. Oh, bro, hold on.
Yeah, I mean,
them motherfuckers be cool, bro, but you would think that motherfuckers don't be cool, or just like how I'll just assume a bitch is not gonna be friendly if I were to approach her ass, and so I'd rather not deal with it. You feel what I'm saying?
What is that?
But that's due to what I see though on the internet though. That's due to what I see on the internet. How many niggas out here get put into position, and how many bro, like on road.
But to me that's fear that you don't want to get put into that position.
But that's the same thing that these bitches is fearing though. What do you mean? How is that different?
But it's not like
how is that different?
I didn't say it was. But this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's different. I'm saying what's the difference between mind control and fear?
The shit that I'm seeing is producing that fear, bro.
See, right. It's like, you're not. What are you saying? The mind control is the generator of the fear type shit, because you fear like if everybody
just like cancel culture nowadays, motherfuckers just afraid to say how they really feel about certain situations.
Bro, you don't have to yell.
My fault, bro. I'm just, bro. Go ahead.
You got it, bro.
That nigga was just going crazy. That nigga was just going crazy.
My man, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just an interesting topic. Something that obviously our generation is kind of big on. I think previous generations have definitely got a little more complacent with things, you know. But like you said, there's only so much that we can do. But it does start at home for the most part. But it's just fucked up, bro. Like, they got the home situation fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You say, how did they do that? They arrested motherfucking people for shit that they used to be legal as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like a 4-to-1 scale. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Right. But okay, so you're talking about what, like the 50s and 60s, right?
Yes.
All those people that were jailed are dead. Now we're talking about the people that are in jail right now.
No, hold on, no. I'm talking.
That shit was going on for a long ass
Right,
50s, 60s,
okay,
70s.
But I
That shit didn't change
I just said,
until
are you
we
talking
were
about
born.
the 50s and 60s?
We're talking,
you said yes.
but you were saying you made the point that doesn't affect us now.
And this is another thing that you already know that I know you know as a person. White people don't do blue collar crimes.
They do.
So
a lot of fucking
majority,
police brutality.
But I'm saying a lot
crimes are majority white people.
Okay, but now what I'm getting at is like okay, so like there's a lot of rich people that are committing fraud and claiming thousands of dollars from the government. A majority of the minority group is not doing that. We know people that do shit like that, but a majority of them, the minority group, is not doing that. They're doing blue collar crimes, pettier things.
I think that comes down just to...
It comes down to the income, because again, you could go down to the rundown slums of the... You feel me? The trailer parks. The white people is doing that too, but shit is an income thing.
But
if you're desperate, you're desperate.
But what he's saying is that they're not doing like blue collar crimes as in what like minorities are doing type shit. Like white people are doing a different type of white collar crime.
Right. Okay.
Like it's just they're not so like a majority of people, like white people that are committing crimes, in my opinion, are not willing to get their hands dirty in the same way as the people that we're talking about, the minority group that are at a lower income. They're willing to sacrifice way more because they feel like they have way less.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that not a form of mind control?
No, it's not. Okay. Because you have the choice to change your income of money.
But to bring up the point that I just brought up, the older generation fell into a lot of those tropes. Because we're saying the mind control comes from when they come out.
White boy Rick out here distributing.
Listen, Caleb. We're saying like when they come out with all these laws and all these fucking just bullshit ass things to make white people move along easier. The only reason they really cracked down on weed was because white college kids started doing that shit, got in trouble for the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're saying. And
I would urge you to do more research on the reason why cannabis was federal.
Bro, I've done research on it, bro.
But it's not because college kids were getting high.
Bro, you're not understanding the like basis of what I'm saying.
I get what you're getting at. That once the white people get involved into these drugs like heroin or this other thing, that's when it's a big fuss being made. No, I get the point you're trying to make, but I'm just saying some of the basis behind it is not what you're just saying. It's just not,
so what
not
is
true.
Not,
they didn't leak. They didn't like federally criminalize marijuana because white people were smoking it.
Wait, no, that's not what I said.
You said they created all these laws around marijuana because you said they decriminalized because white people were smoking it.
Yes, because it was basically the point was because it was affecting the white community. Because they started getting arrested and they started getting hit with the same charges that we was getting hit with.
And you couldn't argue that it was getting legalized for medicinal purposes.
No, because you couldn't because weed has been used for everything since old times.
Exactly. But it was available for medicine in the 1800s, and it was
they
criminalized.
Used to use it.
Right, you're talking about before legislature and all this stuff. But what I'm saying is, once laws were put in place, it was used as medicine in the 1800s, in the early 1900s. It was federally illegal. They didn't start opening medical or whatever these little head shops, what they called, until like 1970 or 80 in California for medicinal purposes. There were numerous doctors that were lobbying for it to be brought back as medicinal.
I think that they changed the laws about the weed shit and made that shit legal and shit like that. And that's, again, that was around the same time that whole.
But it's the same thing as how they. I'll let you finish your point, but it's the same thing how the prohibition, they legalize or they criminalize alcohol for a little bit so then they can control it after. They legalize it so then they can control it.
Yes, but again, I think the reason why is because, one, do you know how much the government makes off one inmate? Off just pure tax dollars?
It's like a couple thousand.
No, it's more than that. It's way more than that. It's way more
at a state or a federal level?
Both. On both. That's what a lot of our tax dollars. That's why you think motherfuckers be mad they pay taxes and be mad. Certain motherfuckers don't be like we be. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really don't like.
But you know,
my grandma's one of them people.
You know this. A lot of prisons are private institutions.
Yeah.
Do you know who? Most of them are.
The only people we pay taxes for is federal prisoners and county prisoners.
But it's the county, not the local level.
Local level would be, so it would just be like your DuPage County Jail right here. That's what we're paying for.
Yeah.
Not like
and your state federal prison. The federal prison that's in your state, they getting bread out your taxes.
A lot of prisons are private.
And so are a lot of. So is our freaking currency, big currency creditor.
But what I'm saying is, we pay for DuPage County, or at least for example, we pay for DuPage County and federal. We don't pay for prisons. A lot of prisons are private, so we pay for jail and federal prison, but we don't pay for other.
Right.
Prisons.
So when they changed the laws, right, people was getting locked up, sent to jail for petty weed crimes, right? Okay, they still were making a lot more than just $2,000 off of inmates. And there's literally, again, there's another motherfucker. This isn't my argument, but another motherfucker said that was their new way of fucking slavery. You feel me? Yeah. When you become an inmate, you're property of the state. No matter what you feel me? Once you're convicted of that shit, again, you're property of the state. No matter what it is. Especially if you do some violent shit, you're cooked. Your ass is cooked. Oh God, your ass is cooked. Fucking, but look it up right now. You can look it up right now. How much they make off an inmate, literally on average. It'll blow your mind, bro. And then it's even more sickening that majority of these institutes are privately owned, bro. Just like the majority of the big major banks and our big bank that controls a lot of our currency in the United States. That's privately owned. The Federal Reserve is fucking privately owned. So that don't mean nothing. They still are in cahoots with the government. On God, because the government got to be in control of this. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, you can't really say that any of these things are just going to be fixed, but at the same time, to sit back and not do anything is even crazier than just trying to do something.
It says the average cost per prisoner is more than $45,000
a year.
Yes. And then think about how many motherfuckers are locked up.
That's like
they have every year they have a $74 billion turnover at the end.
Right,
at the end
45K a year is like,
and that's for like,
it's like 120 a day.
That's like less. For average. Now in California alone, they are getting paid $131,000 per person, and it all, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the state you live in. You feel what I'm saying? But like again, California and a state like that, that's a lot of fucking bread for everything, bro. Yeah. And think about the little petty fucking crimes that niggas is getting locked up over there for. Or like in a state like Indiana, we could look at a state like Indiana where weed still is illegal. You feel what I'm saying?
And they'll really lock your ass up if you know, put some damn weed. You want to take a shot?
19,000.
I'm up. I'm ahead of you.
Oh,
I took 2 shots on camera.
oh.
Indiana,
Look,
could
you
pause
pass it this way.
You could-
Every
you
time
could
you
pause
hit
it.
it, I hit it after.
Bro, I had it sitting right here. I had you give it to me when we first started the video.
Right.
I took a
But
shot.
Caleb, did I not hand it to you? You did it back in rotation and you passed it back that way, and that's when it ended.
You did not take a shot, bro. You took 1 shot. You didn't take 2.
Yeah.
What juice did you get?
Chicken with man doesn't there.
That chocolate shit.
Whatever the fuck that was right there.
No, you can have the chocolate shit.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, man. I think.
Man, what y'all think about that bitch that got hit with that brick?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll look that shit up right now. Look up girl gets hit with a brick.
That's crazy.
I like that's just some everyday shit. Some everyday shit, man. I'm trying to tell me I don't need to do this, but you just be chatting, bro. Chatting.
I don't like this podcast.
I think
This
this
is
is
very unorganized and
yeah.
no structure,
Yeah.
no direction.
Impromptu for sure. But this is why you have someone involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe a reshoot wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, we can pause it and start.
I remember my idea. I just maybe if you can think of some questions or something, like don't get me wrong, you can keep this, you don't have to scratch this, but
I mean,
like
I'm not going to delete it.
dude, it's a mess.
But see, I think what it is, it just has to be something that we're all equally knowledgeable in. And
But that's kind of what I'm getting at, you know, like we did this so last minute and there's no question or structure or formality to it, so there's no
I
direction.
mean, but think about our shit though. There was no structure to it.
But in a way, in a way, there was structure because we had similar prior conversations to the questions that, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a basis before and stuff like that. But
I mean, the one basis that I know for a fact that we could talk about would be like some growing up shit, because I feel like, quite frankly, all three of us haven't really been together at the same time enough, at least. You know
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
saying?
say, bro, it's been like a couple weeks.
I mean, I'm just saying. I say enough just because
Yeah,
we
I know what
hanging
you
out
mean.
together every day.
Yeah,
That's why
I
we
get what
have
you mean. I get what you mean, 100%. I don't know. I mean, shit. I don't think I've fully grown up yet, but I'm on the way there.
You don't think so?
Nah,
Why not?
because I'm constantly learning, bro.
I mean,
Like-
but you never stop learning, even when you are
Right.
quote unquote.
But I just don't feel like my mindset is where it needs to be.
I mean,
It's getting there, like I'm working towards where I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't know, like, you know, there's always some slip ups every now and then and stuff like that, to where it makes you, well, at least makes me realize that I don't have it all figured out, or that like I'm not, you know, I don't know.
So do you think you're expected to have it all figured out? Like, do you think you're
Soon, yeah, soon.
Soon, yeah, but we're not talking about soon. We're talking about right
We're
now.
not talking about, yeah, but so soon. I mean, like very soon, like before January type shit, like that. Yeah, I feel like I'm expected to figure out a life route and stuff like that, because there are certain pressures on me that I'm not really gonna dive into.
Type.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, shit like that. There could be an outside entity, like a person, like, you know what I'm saying? For example, I live with my mom. She telling me, like, shit, you need to pick a life route. She always saying some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Constantly.
I can relate to that.
I already know.
But
Like,
you know what? I know that anything that I want to work out, like with my hobbies and shit like that, that I know that you feel me, that like a motherfucker will try to make it feel like growing up is letting go of that shit. What really is motherfuckers gotta hunker down and really be serious about what the fuck they want to do and do that shit. That's my problem.
I'm listening.
I know you listening.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't feel like
I don't get it,
I'm grown.
but I can check the web
Yeah,
for.
fully grown.
I know you
but
listen.
I haven't
If you like.
made a route, like a route choice in my head. Like, every time I see myself doing something, I just look at it like, man, I feel like I'm settling for this shit. Like I could do more with myself, but I don't even know what I could do.
You could master one thing and master another. That's gonna get you out. I'm reading the book Mastery, and a lot of these philosophers and people we look back into, we learn about in school, and these key people we learn about, and painters and people who we dub, quote unquote, reach the level of quote unquote mastery in this shit, in a craft. Do you feel me? Before they even landed that, they were in something completely that I feel that had nothing to do with it. There was only a few who really, like, they started out in what they wanted, and then it landed them in that exact field.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Their goal, what they made was they mastered the one thing, and then when they found interest in something else, it's always coming back to getting that euphoric feeling that you get when you're a child and you see some new shit that's interesting to your ass.
See, but I always get caught up in the, like, you know, like I don't know, jack of all trades and master of none type thing. Like, what's better, like being a master at one or knowing a little bit of a lot of things?
A little bit of a lot of things.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Why couldn't you?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You have so much time to do that.
It's just one of those things where me personally, I don't know what to focus my energy on completely.
Okay,
So
but look,
truly at the moment, though.
if you say that you want to be more of like jack of all trades type shit, then it's more so picking things, not necessarily.
Yeah, and that's what I think like I have a pretty diverse experience, I guess, in like working and being around people and different, like I have diverse experiences in a lot of aspects of life. So I do feel like, you know, I'm building my repertoire, I guess you could say, in like being like, you know, kind of like a jack of all trades. Like I know how to do a little bit of everything, I feel like, or at least I can figure out very quickly, you know. But it's one of those things where it's like, what's truly better in life? Mastering one thing. It's just a general question that I'm always battling.
Decide,
But that's what I'm saying. But that goes into the you can't be scared.
Well,
Making that leap of faith.
but it's not. There's no fear. It's just when I look at something, I still haven't found something that truly makes me. Like, I don't know, I can see myself doing a million things at once, and that's where I'd be like where I can't pick one thing to master. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you could.
I haven't found something that truly makes me happy or fully excites me.
Okay, list out all the okay. Look, like in my situation, I know I want to be making money passively. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I have my. How am I gonna do that? I have my little brand idea. You feel me? And fucking, I want to make music and shit. But it all umbrellas into one lifestyle brand name. You feel me? This is the social psycho edition. You really gotta just, I'd say, come up with, you feel me, just a name for whatever you're trying to create.
Right, but like for you, that's unique to you because you have a mindset of building a brand for yourself, right?
But I'm saying that's what.
There's no right, but like as of right now, I don't have an entrepreneurial direction. There's
How? You were trying to do the rapping shit. Whatever happened to that?
It's.
Again, I know it's a hard game to get into, but I'm just saying.
So it just has the same correlation to like when we were trapping bigger weight. Motherfuckers, how much is it? You tell them, oh, all right, I'm gonna hit you up later. It's a lot of those.
But I'm saying
that's not
that
necessarily.
can get you in the 10 rapping world.
But what I'm saying is, it's not even a passion enough for me. Like I learned it to do it with one of my close buddy, like one of my best friends, pretty much. Brandon, like me and Brandon do all our car shit together. Like we learned that together, so we could do that for each other, type shit. Like, and then we found a way to maybe make some money about it. But there was really no point in time while we were making money for it where we were happy about
But
it.
this is what I'm saying. But do you think because you guys were trying to do it together, there was a lot of hiccups because you guys were having to go through the same network of people, you can branch out?
No, because that network, that like basically where we were working at was providing us the business
How
without
did you guys find that place?
just through basically one of his family members works
Okay,
there.
so
Like it was just a family connection. But like okay, and then like we can go through my connection. Everybody that ever hits me up for a rap is friends, family, close people. They all hear the price and think that they was finna get, I don't know, $500 rap or.
I mean, this is what you could get for $500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Then you hit them with this is what you can get, bro. For $500, bro, I'll wrap your hood, your roof, your trunk, and like that's about it. You know, people don't want that. People are hitting me up for a full car or something like that. I don't know. Like I'd probably do more for $500, but like it's not like people are going for like wrapping a quarter of their car.
Are you supposed to be providing the rap, or do they come with the rap?
Well, if I was providing the rap, the cost would go up even more because I have to source a large amount of it, and then bank on numerous people wanting to use that color.
So like, would you do like a?
How
much does it cost to even wrap a full car? Like $3,500?
Well, not with me.
No, but I'm just saying.
In general, around like $3,500, $4,000, depending on like the wrap.
Would you do between a $950 to $1,100 rap job if the person provided their own rap?
No, $950 is too low. Baseline's at least $1,000 at least, and that's
but that's what I'm saying.
Right,
because it depends on who
but this is what I'm getting at, and I explained to him the baseline's $1,000 labor. No rust, like nothing. Because bro, you gotta keep in mind, like we're wrapping a car, like we gotta take shit off if you want it to look seamless. Like we're taking your car apart essentially.
No, I hear what you're saying, but they were gonna have to come like that regardless if they were to take it anywhere else.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like, bro, like we basically charge like I would say anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for labor, and then bro, the cheapest wrap you could probably find that's not bad that will actually work with is like $300, $400. So people don't want to spend $2,000.
I hear you, but I'm
saying
that's
why, and then it gets into the point where it's like this isn't my passion anyways. Like I just do this shit because I can do it, and I'm able to.
I feel you.
Like I wrap my car half-assed because I can do it. I could redo it again. I could buy a wrap and.
But that's what I'm saying. Now, say, I'm not saying you have to take the idea and run with it. I'm just still on the rapper shit.
Yeah.
So like as you do the different styles and different forms of your car, you feel what I'm saying? You could be rapping your shit pristine and doing your videos, your little videos, how you doing it, and this is how you gaining your publicity. So now you're able to get actual organic sales, not from motherfuckers you don't, from a motherfucker you know, because the person you don't know would pay that shit. They don't know you, and they see your work.
But this is what you don't understand. Like like in the car community, in a way, like every group has a friend that can rap. everybody, like, there's just all there. Like, everybody can rap. There's so many people that can rap, and I'm not the best fucking rapper. Like, there.
Right, I know,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. How many hours have you really sat there and put blood, sweat, and tears into the shit though? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, none of the shit gonna work.
I don't know,
Yeah,
probably just
regardless
like
until you do
barely
that.
over 100 hours, maybe.
I think,
maybe like
I
200
think,
hours.
I think the point he's trying to make is that's not something that gives him that feeling that makes him want to do.
Okay,
that.
It's not worth it to me to constantly spend money wrapping my car to maybe get, like, I don't want to wrap people's car. When people, like, I'll do it for the money, but I don't really care to wrap anybody's car. There's too many things that go along with it. Like, there's rust, dents, and people just fucking having already an idea of what they think they're gonna pay if they're not going to, like, a professional shop. Like, and that's with all car work. Like, people have like an idea in their head that if they're like, they should be paying this much. And, like, I mean, who I'm, like, I can set the price, but, like, shit, you could price a Boo Boo 7 at $100. Doesn't mean somebody's gonna buy it.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, shit. I mean, shit, is there anything else?
And that's kind of what I'm getting at, though. Like, that's why I feel like I'm not, like, I don't feel like fully grown up yet, because I haven't found something that makes me happy. That's what I was saying. Like, I haven't found a route. Like, yeah, I like driving my car and fucking my car, but I don't want to do that shit for anybody else, because I've done it, and all they do is fucking bitch and complain. Like, it's dealing with the people. Like, if I could do this shit and not deal with people all day.
That's what I'm saying.
But you have to deal with people.
To get to that point, you're gonna have to do that.
But
you're
that's
saying you don't even want to do that.
There's not even enough joy in the work to make me want to do that. Like, you probably make happy. Like, you probably get happy when you make music, even if it's like not even your best product. Like, you just enjoy doing that shit. You could do it in your free time, like, bro.
You do it at the house. This literal lifestyle shit.
Exactly. So the rapping shit is not the same. Like, bro, I get off a shift at work. I'm looking at my car, bro. I still gotta do the bumper, like both the bumpers. That bitch not even rap, bro. I had that shit finished for like at least a week and a half now. I get off work, I look at this shit, I'm like, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't be having nights where you just can't go to sleep thinking about shit like that.
No, because I don't care about that shit. Like, it's
I'm not saying the car. I'm just saying, just like
in general.
and then like me, that'll be a time where I'll catch myself up at night and I'll just fucking go make a song just because fuck it.
Yeah, but
you go fuck with your car just because like you said.
No, because I can't. I don't have that.
Okay,
I don't have that availability to do shit like that. But I don't. Yeah. Usually, like, the rapping shit doesn't cross my mind. But, like, if I were to, like, do something on my car and I didn't finish that day, yeah, I'd be thinking about it at night, like, yeah, I want to finish it right now. But ultimately, shit, I'm at my OG shit. I can't tripping on you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't make no type of noise after a certain time. She gonna instantly boot up. It don't matter what day of the week it is. So, like, that's another thing. I got limitations I can't operate how I want to operate. Like, bro, I could probably make hella I'd probably still be in, like, making music if I was able. But what I'm saying is, if I was able to be loud and express myself in my area, and
he's saying he doesn't have that space to be creative.
But even in my house, I don't do that. You know where I was going to go record a lot of my music? I would go to DJ's.
Bro, but what I'm saying is, you have the outlet to do it. I would have to drive 45 fucking minutes to go to, and that's just like, it's not the same availability that you're saying you have to this type of shit. You have a walk to go to the studio, and you can go kick it there all day.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying, just like when fucking Brandon had the studio set up at his house.
Bro, that was an absolute
the only reason why our studio setup got to what it was is because we all put bread into that shit.
Right, now listen to this, bro. I could bring up numerous things. Well, not even numerous. I'm gonna bring up one thing, bro. I put in money and seeds to this little weed shit, bro, and the motherfucker just wanted to give me a 7. and there was a full plant being grown in my shit fucking there.
That goes back to the question he asked earlier. Do you think that it was because of other people involved?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But this is the point. This is the point. I would love to grow weed. Can't grow it at my house. Yeah. Ain't got nowhere to fucking grow it. I would love to make music. Can't make it at my house. I would love to work on a car. Can't do it at my house.
You're in the same predicament as me. The only way I'm gonna be able to fly is once I stack my little bread and I
I'm able to do it on my own.
But what I'm getting at is you still have a slight way to do it without it costing you too much money.
You still at the crib type shit.
Right, but like,
and
even when I'm making music in my bedroom and I'm making like that recent shit on BandLab, nigga, I'm whispering into the mic. The mic is, literally, the mic is in my mouth. The headphone, regular normal HDMI, or, plugging a headphone into my laptop, and I'm just recording it. Just I know it's rough. It's gonna sound like ass, but just just to do it.
I'm just the only thing I'm getting at is just like your accessibility to shit is way more different than my accessibility to shit.
Like during the day while your mom's at work, you couldn't.
She works at home.
I'm saying like in the basement, like
in the basement. Nunu lives down there part time now. Yeah, some shit like literally.
I'm saying he would be. I know that nigga.
Motherfucker's not trying to make music. No, all he does is play video games with his music loud, bro. So like,
yeah, I think
that's another.
I think that's what it is. Once you just gotta get your own space.
No, because once I get my own space, I'm gonna have to work more to even afford.
I mean, no, not necessarily.
Necessarily.
At this job right now that I work right now.
This is all you need to do is get you a job that gives you 40 hours at the right price.
Well,
that's what it is.
Yeah, bro, I could show you over probably 1,000 applications.
No, I understand, bro. I was just in the same predicament, bro. The shit
you got a good job because you got a friend that got you in. So.
Yeah, my fault.
So that's like
no, but you know what's crazy? They still have openings, but you're not trying to make that drive.
That's a fucking pointless drive for me. It would.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but what I'm just trying to say is, you just gotta keep looking. Once that opportunity comes and you land something that gets you more bread, you feel me? You just stack. Boom, you're able to get your own space for you. And
I know you hitting me with the blueprint. That I'm waiting on it, my boy. I'm already knowing.
Even like now, so, you get paid like 16. You said
something like that, bro. I haven't got a check I haven't gotten a check, so I don't know.
I'm saying you just started. You still gotta get your first check, right?
Bro, I worked it for a month already.
Oh, I didn't. Actually, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, there's so many, like, bro, like.
No, I hear you. Again,
I haven't had a job in a minute.
No, I feel you, bro. Nigga, these are we're in our fucking young 20s. This is what we're supposed to be going through right now. These are the conversations we gotta be having, bro.
Yeah. But I understand like the blueprint. Like, yeah, once I get out of this situation, I'm gonna be straight. But bro,
in it right now.
I'm in it right now. Like, there's no way for me. Like, we were just talking about me finding something that gives me like I don't have time to find something that gives me a passion. I need to go to work, and if I'm not at work, I've got to be doing something, cleaning something like that. My OG gonna overly boot up for no reason.
I feel you. Okay.
So I'm under whatever the fuck.
No,
however she feels.
It's just bullshit. I understand. It's not your house.
Like,
that's
shit,
what I'm saying.
I go out and come back at 2 a.m. bro. I'm fucking tiptoeing that bitch.
No,
I make a floor squeak. She gonna text me, do you really have to be that loud? Like, I'm walking on eggshells at every moment, bro. The only thing I could do in there is keep my weed and my fucking rig in that bitch.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel
before you couldn't even do that.
I could, but she just couldn't know about it.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She knows about it now.
But that's it. And even then, she instantly like, you seen the shit I had to do. Overly kind of tuck it off, duck it off. Even
that's chill. But that's because you have a little sister.
No, but my room is closed all the time. She saw that.
But she could be working, and your little sister could go in your room.
No, never.
But
never.
No, I'm just saying that could happen.
But never. Bella would never ever go. She's never even been in my room.
You don't know that?
I do know that.
She could probably go in your room.
She doesn't. There's nothing in there.
And be nosy. What the fuck is Jeremiah?
I got no candy. She know I got no candy in that bitch. No money in that bitch. She me and her relationship. She does not go in my room. That's why I'm like. So the only reason my mom seen that is because she went in my room and it was tucked. Oh, bro, it was behind the bag. You can't be having this out. But then she say, I know what you do though, so it's okay to have it. Just don't have it out. Like, that don't make sense.
But her reason of saying that is definitely because of your little sister.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But
just like if you were to even have kids, Are you just gonna have the bomb sitting out?
But it was not. But this is the point that I'm getting at. Is always been behind closed doors, tucked behind a full bag. Like a bag was always in front of it. The only reason I got my setup the way it is now, because I instantly like, see, I just put it. I tell her like I put it in the bag, but the bag ain't got no bottom to it. That's it. I just put the bag over that bitch. That's it. She like to have little rules like that.
No,
like,
I know. Just like how my mom locks her as her room is the only one that locks, and I can't lock my bathroom door and shit like that.
Yeah.
If I was a girl, it'd be way different. But it's just it is what it is until I get my own shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be having the DJ be smacking me with this shit every time. That's his Uno reverse card every time, bro. Shit not gonna change till your ass get up out of there. And then I promise you, bro. I promise you. And even his dad didn't. You know how you think his dad was happy at first when he wanted to do this rapping shit and shit like that. They was frying his ass, bro. Ooh, you not gonna don't think you finna come back and live with us? Ooh, but they would, it took him a while. But after they respected and he had asked for no help, they seen him and then he was still able to figure it out and get his own crib.
Yeah.
His pops took his head down to say, the only way I was even able to make some shit happen, and I knew I wanted some shit, is when I went and grabbed that shit and I see you're doing it, you're making the shit work.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be for my mom with the shit that I really want to do in life.
That's how it was for mine.
She's not gonna respect it until I'm doing this shit without her help at all, bro.
And that's really that's the biggest part. Like,
and she's a woman, so you know how women are. Regardless, they gonna throw that shit in your face. They ill with the words.
Yeah. I feel like that was definitely one thing I was kind of like always happy about. I didn't have to ask my OG about nothing for the crib. I always was straight, you know what I'm saying? But to your point, that's when I was able to have the space where I felt comfortable enough to find things that I enjoy doing, to choose my, path or whatever.
But to me, it's like I don't even like with the working shit and like my jobs and like I don't have no first set path. I know that I'm trying to go get this real estate license just because
that's a set path.
But listen, it's not like that's not what my set path. My first set path is music, clothing brands. That's my end goal. I know that I'm gonna have to jump through all these hoops and these other shits. You feel me? But that real estate shit is just the next level. That to me is gonna be my first actual real job. And I know, you feel me? 9 to 5. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be a real, like an actual real job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like this job is an upgrade. It's really, I'm doing less work than I did at my last job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I did more labor. Like, we did more labor at fucking Fortune, bro. Like, we would drive forklifts, bro. Like, dead ass, like, bro. And fucking manage you have lead experience and, like, manager experience from that job, my nigga. Like,
don't mean nothing, bro.
Yeah.
But it does, because, nigga.
No, on paper it looks great, but, like, bro, like I said.
But in person it looks even greater, because when you're given that opportunity to go to a job or given the opportunity to make some more bread, nigga, you're going to be able to, in the flesh, answer that question when they ask you.
Yeah, but
for the experience.
To his point, he's just saying that opportunity hasn't presented itself.
But it's coming, though. Like, you're making it seem like it's never going to come.
I never said nothing like that. I never said nothing like that. Well, all I'm saying is, like, the unfortunate situation is that the whole start of the question was, like, do you feel grown or not? Essentially, something like that.
No, you said you don't feel grown, and I just asked you why.
Yeah. But there was a question before that made me answer that way. Like, about growing up. Oh, yeah, I said I still got to grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I said that.
And this is why I feel like I got to grow up still, because I've had opportunities in the past to get myself out of the situation I'm in. I didn't. I fucked up. So that's why I'm at where I'm at. And that's why, I didn't have a job for a little. Like, that's all I'm saying is, like, I know that the situation is going to get better, but, like, we're talking about in the now, and this is like what's going on essentially. Like, I know shit gets better. I mean, like, shit, I see my mom raise me, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. That's all I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know both of y'all
Shit ain't
understand
happening
that.
overnight either.
Exactly. So it's just one of those things where it's like I got pressures on me now that I didn't have before about growing up in a way, which makes it more amplified and just
I
worse.
feel you. My mom be doing that. My mom be fake trying to kick me out or tell me she's sick of me, all this shit. How you think that should be making me feel, bro, when she say that shit? I be feeling useless in that bitch. But then how are you gonna make me feel useless when you don't ask me for shit? And you tell me how much you don't need me and how you're not, she pop her shit nowadays. Now, you feel me? I have to pay my little $350 in rent, you feel me, or whatever. But that ain't nothing. And she still throws that in my face like, nigga, that ain't shit. Like, bro, like, but I could be paying you more, but you don't, you set that boundary. Again, that's because you're trying to help me out. You feel what I'm saying? And obviously, with my mom and with everybody's mom, they like to paint it, their pictures a certain way. You feel me? And express it a certain way.
Yeah. I think a lot of that, and I actually know a lot of that will like fade away once you guys do.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Step out. Because y'all know how my OG used to be. Y'all know both of y'all remember how my OG used to be.
Bro,
y'all see how chill she is now.
Yeah, bro.
You know
and she knows that your ass is, nigga, you're good. You're self-sufficient. And your ass knows that you have to go work or whatever. But the goal is I'm not trying to work. And all these
I think what it was with my OG, and me and your OG was talking about this on your birthday when I came over, like, she's seen that I have grown up, you know what I'm saying? I've made those decisions. I've stuck by my own decisions, you know what I'm saying? I did self-sustain myself type shit. And it just, it definitely is a lot of pressure being in that situation, you know what I'm saying? Because that's literally where I was to the point where it was bad. Motherfuckers left, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was trying to tell you, like, I just can't go back, you know what I'm saying? Like, in that point in time, that's just where I was. I had to make that. And see, I'm kind of extreme motherfucker, so I don't just leave the house, I leave the state type shit. Like,
yeah, but I think also too a big thing that you're forgetting is you had your dad in another state. Granted, he didn't do anything for you, but that was an outlet to go there and to start new.
Yeah, but at the same time, I got a lot of outlets like that.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, like, that's the one that you're like used to going to. Like,
you was not at the crib though leading to that.
Yeah,
granny.
Yeah, I wasn't.
He ain't go back after I went. I was there that day.
I know. I understand what happened. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, like going back to what I said, Caleb's got different outlets that I don't have. You have outlets that I don't have. So it's just like
it's just finding your outlet.
Yeah. So the shit that works for y'all, like, bro, you can find an $800 apartment in the city and go live in that motherfucker. There's no $800 apartments out here.
Right. But I'm saying, like, DJ lives on his own, and where does he live? The Presidential Towers. His shit is...
Well, he moved,
his shit is... After, like, his utilities and his parking, his shit's like $2,100. At the job that we're at right now, we make about $3,500 a month.
Right, but what I'm getting at is, like, his first apartment was sustainable for him, very cheap. He could stack up his money and do whatever the fuck he needed to.
But he wasn't though. He wasn't. He would go fuck his brother off, think he finna go trap out the pounds and smoke it, or and then have to wait for his check and then be bro. The last 3 months that we was there, my nigga, he didn't pay that nigga no rent, my nigga, and that was solely off the fact that it's a month in there. The fucking bathroom wasn't working and shit like that. Like, even I told him, I'm like, bro, this isn't a crib that you need to stay in. Like, we had to tell him, like, bro, again, like how he got his girl and shit like that. It took him to get his girl to realize, like, I told him, like, this is a studio. This ain't even, like, your crib for real, bro. Like, you can't live like this. He was, nah, bro, I'm finna have this shit. He was talking like he wanted to have that shit forever. What happened? He met Nia ass at work, and she came there the first night. Oh, my granny. Oh, my granny, he over upscale. He said, no, nigga, I need to get a car. He said, whatever, you know what he did? He hungered out. He didn't spend no money. He just stacked. And then on top of that, he's a nigga. That's why I fuck with DJ, bro. He don't get no excuses, bro. He was telling me, I was telling him the same shit, bro. You know, this is my first job in the city. He done been through hella jobs in the city, my nigga. And he done found, nigga. I don't know. I think it's because either he's older, that's why they getting it. But the reason why he got his job at Loyola is because, nigga, there was a new job app that came out called Blue Crew. Okay, for the city, you feel me? And it's just like independent contractor jobs. You literally go there, you get paid for that day that you work there. It's literally only for one shift type shit, and then if you want to pick up a different shift somewhere else, you leave for something totally different. You feel me?
It's like a temp agency.
It's a temp agency type shit. So he would do the Blue Crew shit at the Loyola shit, right? And fill in for a day. And then he would perform. You feel me? He performs. He's a positive individual. He's in there because he needs this bread to make this. You feel me? And then they tell him, "Oh, bro, we like how your ass work. You look, sign up for tomorrow. We need some clicks for tomorrow." Boom. Then that shit turned into your ass trying to work here for real. What the man? But yeah, he was like, "Fuck that. Sign you on right now." He met Brian. Oh God, like that's why I fuck with two Air Markets, low-key raw ass company because they hired felons, bro. Like, but it all just depends on, you feel me, if you're punctual, bro, and like they give you a 2-month grace period or whatever. You feel me? Like, but I say that just to say that, bro, it's just we gotta look for this shit, bro. That ass, bro. Like, again, like all the jobs that I done got, I could say I didn't even really find a lot of the jobs by myself. The only job I really found by myself was fucking the McDonald's. My first job ever. Nigga, you got me my job at Schmaltz, my nigga. Like, after that, you got me my job at fucking Fortune. Then I left. Okay, no, I got my other job at the IT warehouse, okay, and FedEx. After that, you got me my job again back at Fortune, my nigga. And then I got my job back, and you feel me? Like, but I would have to go make you feel what I'm saying? I moved down there, I would have to go, and I would have to ride the train, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh God, it be niggas that work with me, bro, and they be driving all the way from like up, like damn near more towards Wisconsin. You feel me? Just to come work up at the school. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, it's just like, I don't know, a lot of that shit I can't do. I can't drive an hour for work. Shit just would offset the money.
no, I feel you, but I'm just
So
saying,
much,
what
like,
if you had to
there's
take like a 30-minute drive for it? I'm not saying you had to, you know what I'm saying, but
That's the max I can do.
Okay.
I'm already doing close to that. I've applied, bro. I'm like, bro, if I sat here and really showed you, bro, like, I've had probably over 20 interviews, like probably 10 second interviews.
you haven't tried to, what type of jobs were they?
Bro, anything you could think of, from fucking landscaping, fire alarm detector, security, warehouse, motherfucking everywhere, bro.
I was gonna say, I can see your ass doing too. Fucking, you can do the car porter shit, boy.
Bro, that shit's $15, $14 an hour.
Not at like Mercedes, bro. They pay like 20.
Bro, I
like
got DUI.
But that was years ago, bro. They give felons that job.
Don't matter.
No,
It don't matter.
a lot of companies, like good high paying companies, if you gotta drive anything, they not fucking with nothing driving around.
I mean, shit, the job that I was just at. Really, at that job, they pay a dub. They pay 22, and
Right.
you could definitely get a driving position there.
Yeah, but they drug test for drivers.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They have to.
No, they
It's
don't.
for insurance purposes.
Bro, I swear to God, they don't. All the drivers fucking
drive
literally
box
smoke
trucks?
weed.
Or semis.
They drive box trucks, and you don't have to have your Class C.
These are
It's
DOT
just
certified,
underweight.
though.
It's just like driving a U-Haul, bro.
Right, but
the
those
trucks
are,
that we
those
drive.
are DOT certified regardless, though. You still have to.
You
drug
have to
test
go.
for
You know what you have to
insurance.
do? You have to pass. This is the only test you have to go get. It's that shit that physical you get at CVS. This is literally it. How the fuck do you think I was driving, dude? I didn't take no drug test there, bro. They let felons.
Right, but what I'm
there.
saying
You
is,
just have to have a license.
so I drove at Fortune a few times. They drug test their drivers, but I was just a worker in there. They're like, hey, can you go drive?
Again, but this is what I'm saying.
But if
That's a big ass company. That's a big ass
But
company.
I'm just saying, if I were to get hired, bro, as a driver for insurance purposes, every place
I'm
drug
trying
test.
to tell you, bro. I'll call Muhammad tomorrow. and
But what drug
confirm.
test is it?
It's not gonna
Bro,
drug test you for marijuana. I promise
marijuana is
you.
Yeah, but I'm
federally
saying, like, is it a hair test? Is it a
It's
piss
a
test?
test.
It's a-
You can pass a piss test.
I know I can, bro, but like this is the thing, bro.
Now I gotta call Aaron,
But
because Aaron the one that got me the job.
his job, the job he's saying, is like 40 minutes away.
I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, there's no jobs close to you that's beneficial, making enough money.
Yeah, it's not like the job I got right now. I'm lucky that it's like 20 some minutes away. I could get like once we start really getting paid for real, I'm gonna have cash tips every day. I'm gonna get paid whatever twice a week. They got benefits. They unionize. Like this is, I'm lucky these motherfuckers because I had accepted another job and they was on bullshit. I'm lucky these motherfuckers even still have a job opening left for me type shit. So I mean, shit. Like I don't know. I'm waiting for. I'll work damn near anywhere, bro. Like shit. I just smoke weed. That's it. Like, fuck. Every place on the drug test, even a landscaping place on the drug test, bro.
I promise you, bro. Ain't no drug test.
No, but what he's saying is it don't matter if they do drug tests or not. That place is too far.
I hear that.
And it's like shit. I'll take a train or a bus. I ain't got nothing by me.
Yeah. You'd have to drive to a train or a bus.
Exactly. Exactly.
Park the
And
car there all
then hop on that. Like it's just not beneficial for me. I would have to wake up hours earlier before, go to a train station, pay for all the train shit.
I know
and
I did that shit.
right, but I'm
To
also
get to my
paying
last
for
job.
I'm also paying for car insurance and gas for my shit.
I
And
hear you. And I was still doing that when I was. Because I couldn't find no job close to my crib.
right, but you didn't have a car at that time.
Even when I did have a car, I still drove all the way out to Fortune.
Right, but
I
you
still
wasn't-
drove all
right,
the way
but
out
you
to
wasn't-
FedEx.
But now
Just in Boulder,
what's your gas tank compared to my gas tank?
Bro, I
Right.
still paid. Again, my car, I'm gonna tell you how much I paid to fill my car. It's like $55. And then people imagine that car was that good on gas. I mean, it could be, but me, I drive my car a lot, and I'm outside a lot. I'm trying to go sell weed. Where I would literally that gas would last me the day, and then I'll be, bro. I would literally spend so much bread on gas. My mom, I'll get in trouble. My mom would be like, "Bro, you shouldn't be fucking driving a car. You don't get a car just to go outside and drive that shit all the time."
Right, but that's not the point I'm getting at, bro. I'm just saying that, like, when you had a car, all you did was pay for it. Like, it just wouldn't be
I paid
beneficial.
for all of that shit. I was on a payment, and I had just
Nobody
like I
is
said.
saying anything like that, Caleb. All I'm saying is you didn't have to pay for the bus and the train while you had a car and insurance and all these other things. I'm just saying, like, a lot of places that are far away wouldn't be beneficial to drive, and I have no access to that type of transportation, so it wouldn't be beneficial. I didn't say you, like, nobody's discrediting anything you did.
No, I'm not even trying to come off like that. I'm just saying, just this shit is possible. Like, bro, like you were gonna again. Like, damn, like, bro, ain't no way drive. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's if you're getting paid like 20. If you get, say, you find a job that pays you, gonna start you off at $23, $24 an hour. You wouldn't drive 20 or 40 minutes to get there, bro. You don't think you would make enough money to
Find me one.
What do you mean? You would start your ending cap at the other place that I'm telling you, at where I just came from.
Your place, you already sent me a location. It's like 40 minutes away.
That's what I just said. Yeah, that's
You said
literally
like
what I
30
just said.
some minutes.
So you wouldn't make that drive for 40 minutes.
What's that?
I
You said
said
40?
I
I
promise you
really,
I said 40.
honestly, probably not.
Just for a little bit, though.
because this is the thing. 40 minutes. That's with no traffic.
And then your start time at that job would just be like any other job that you fucking worked. 7. You wouldn't even have to give it. You would be getting up regular fucking time for it.
No, I wouldn't. I have to get up an hour before I leave. Then I have to drive about an hour because I will catch the morning rush.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's what I'm saying. Like theoretically on paper, 40-minute drive, sure, but like it's never a 40-minute drive. My 20-minute drive is never a 20-minute drive. Especially if I'm going towards O'Hare, Bensonville area. Isn't it Elmhurst?
That's this plane.
That's Plains,
But
right?
like, again, like, I mean, Isaiah, he's coming all the way from Rogers Park, and that man don't catch no traffic for real. He gets there on time every day.
That's to do with the V6
With
Infinity,
the,
right?
With Infinity,
Right.
You got it. Your car got more power.
That's what I'm saying. Burns more gas.
But I already, again, I know that already, bro.
Right. So And that's the only point I'm making to you. Like, it's not really beneficial unless it's under like 30 minutes for like $20 or more. Gas is at least like $60-$70 on the fill up, at least. And shit, I think I only get like 300 some miles on the range.
So you probably don't have to fill up.
I have to fill up 2 or 3 times a week, something like that. I don't know. And even when he was working there, bro, I was thirsty to get in because I had no job. So, I mean, shit, I tried to get in there. So, it's only so much I can do from that end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I can't say about here. I don't feel like out here has as many opportunities.
Well, there's only like, there's far and few between, you know what I'm saying? You got the high end jobs or you got the low end, and there's nothing. I don't know, around here, I guess nobody's really willing to take a chance.
You want to drive to work for CTA? There's CTA
Bro, they
that be
drug
out there.
test all the time.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying, like, what if you did? Well, no.
So would you stop smoking to work?
Not at no job like that, bro. It'd have to be some shit that's actually like will make me fucking happy. But I don't smoke weed for fun.
Thanks. Shut up.
I don't like shit. I never been one to smoke weed for fun, bro. Anytime, bro, that shit like.
So I'm saying, okay, so like, what if you worked the Forest Park CTA line?
CTA gets drug tested.
Not the people who are like, you can do security here. You don't get drug tested for that. That's not a position that you do. And the drug test you do get, the weed is not penalized for that shit.
Bro, David works for CTA. They do not allow that shit at all.
If you're going to be driving, bro,
Anything. CTA, it's a city job.
bro.
And again, you probably telling me to drive to
It's
the
23
city
minutes away.
from
Forest
who?
Park is from here.
Bro, I'm that way.
And closer towards their way.
If you say so, boss man. I mean,
It's farther from the highway.
What's your address?
1614 Pershing Ave.
Unless you got on that one over there by that fine.
There's a way to get on the highway. There's multiple ways, but I'm just saying, like, show me where it say they don't drug test for weed.
I got you.
I mean, it's still, it's a quick fix still.
It's a
Well,
35-minute drive from your house. That's too
For
far.
how much money?
CTA, they start again at a dub, and you can grow. It depends
Not
on
all
what you do.
positions. Exactly. Depends
Hold on.
what you do.
Well, CTA drivers, they start at $29.
25.
No, they don't.
David just told me, bro. He's been
Isaiah
trying
was
to get me.
Isaiah was about to go do that shit, and he failed his driver's
Bro,
test.
he's
That's all he's trying to
been
do.
trying to give me. He's been trying to give me the higher the pay shifts are at nighttime. David been in this shit 25 years.
No, I hear you. I'm trying to find that drug test shit.
Would you drive to like Carroll Stream?
Yeah, that shit only like 25 minutes.
Try to see what the fuck they be having out there.
Or like factory shit?
Bro, I'm trying to like. Y'all acting like I don't live here and been applying to all these places. Like shit, It's either get paid the same amount to work in a warehouse that I do to sell weed, or drive 40, 50 minutes and not even scrape 20.
That goes back to my point, bro.
Because nobody around here starts off at over 20.
Not even that, the hours just aren't going to be good enough if they do. It'd be a lot of things standing.
And I don't want no seasonal work. I want a full-time fucking job.
Yeah.
Alright. this is it's. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky or whatever. Maybe I should stop smoking weed, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like,
Why don't you drive Uber?
Wouldn't make a noise.
bro,
What do you mean?
are you
This car
kidding
eats up
me?
too much gas.
Bro. I mean, yeah, but again, there's people who spend more in gas.
Bro, I don't want to put a bunch of miles on my car. It's not under warranty. It's not.
Okay, well, no, then you're valid. No, bro. And
Like the engine
that's a valid
goes,
point.
that's a $4,000 engine, $5,000 engine.
No, bro. You should, or you know what you can do?
And plus Ubering, like bro, Uber in Naperville, we in like that shit is not hitting for none.
You'd have to drive to the city.
Which is again
Uh,
dead.
that all just proves my point all the more. Opportunities are definitely minimal.
And that's another thing too, like I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. The only thing I'm really like skating on and banking on is, bro, my uncle got 111 acres in Virginia. I'm gonna get my house built on that shit and fucking live a happy life.
But I'm saying though, you there's shit that gotta happen too before then though.
Well, yeah and no, because, bro, I mean, shit. For that type of setup, really, all I gotta make sure is that my credit good. Bro, I take a fat ass loan out, get that house built, and work that shit off till whenever, and go ahead and pass that debt off to my children. But I don't know, like that. I mean, shit. Going living in the country, bro. That's probably what would make me the happiest. Is if I could get a decent job and live in the fucking country.
Well, shit. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot easier said than done.
But shit, your uncle out there, that nigga gotta have some type of clothes on job.
Well, that's like he has I mean, shit. So his like in Virginia, his future wife's family is all out there. They all love me, like bro, and a lot of them work for the government and shit like that. Like, so I'm sure they can help me out in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, like
But what if that was your opportunity
what?
to run out there?
Well, it can't happen right now because they're not out there yet. Still in Indiana. Yeah. So that's a waiting game in itself as well. But that's just like a damn, like I could just get a house built in Virginia and go live there if I want to.
But that's what you said you want to do.
Yeah, because it's a more in my head it's a more simple lifestyle. I just like simplicity. I feel like everything around here is just so overdone, even in the city too.
Yeah, I think everything in this whole state is over there.
Yeah, I don't know, I'd have fun just fucking have my own garden and fucking my own animals and fucking whatever, working a 9 to 5 and just enjoying my life. I'm fine with working a 9 to 5. I just want to enjoy my free time. I just want to have free time and enjoy it the way I want to.
Shit. So like trying to start that out here is just hard to say.
Well, it's just like I don't know. I always think about it like, bro, all this space around here is claimed by somebody, bro.
Yeah.
I want some space that is not like there's not a lot of people claiming space by me, bro. Like
Not even that. I think what Caleb is trying to say is like, and what I just said is like trying to get to the whole living in with your uncle.
oh, I mean, shit, you
Like
just
trying to get to that.
yeah.
Just
Like I'm saying, starting getting that to that is kind of hard out here because of the limited opportunity.
Yeah.
Shit, but they got airmark positions out in Lyle.
I've applied to Aramark. I could show you emails and everything, bro. I had interviews with their ass.
God, I would keep this, bro. I would just keep trying to ass, bro, because they service ain't gonna lie. They should be tweaking, bro. Like I done had to order my uniform 4 times already, and
Look at
surprisingly they talking about this.
when will you hear back? 14 to 15 days. Never hear me back. Another one. When will you hear back? 14 to 15 days. Never hear me back.
So, bro, this is what I do right now down there.
Yeah.
Bro,
Look, another one.
Oh,
1950 Aramark. Never hear me back. Genesis Goodman sent me a fucking position for this place. Apply for it. Never hear me back.
Yeah. This is how shit is over here. Unless you got like a connect or something.
Well, this is another thing though too. I tried to get into the warehouse at Molex. They didn't get me back. Bro, I applied.
But your OG don't work in.
But this is another thing though. They're telling my mom that they need people in the warehouse and shit like that. She emailed the hiring manager. His ass. I don't know. I forget the story behind that, but whatever. But then I checked my emails, bro. Why I applied to their ass in 2019 or 2020? Never got back to me either.
I mean,
I'm saying, who's to say if you don't keep applying now, they might. You feel me?
I applied a month ago at this spot, and that's what I'm talking about. Like I figured out that I applied there numerous years ago.
see, that's what I'm saying. When I say knowing somebody that's getting there, I mean like knowing somebody that's working in that direct warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Not your mom works for Molex. Like that's a little different type shit. Like the jobs that I've gotten that were like actually self-sustaining, it was because I met a motherfucker that worked in that
Yeah,
job.
and that's another thing though too. Where the fuck am I gonna meet somebody that's gonna put me in a good position out here?
Yeah, that goes back to the point I mean that I made earlier and continue to make.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, people are definitely a lot more selfish. People are definitely a lot more dialed back. You know what I'm saying? You can strike in a conversation with a random stranger, but it's not as, it's just the volume is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like motherfuckers could be at a stoplight somewhere and they
I think it's just like
whole conversation.
networking out here is different because I don't know. I think out here you're rarely dealing with like somebody that actually has pull. Like we're in like this is such a crowded area that like I don't know, somebody can work at the spot but like not even, be able to get you a job in that bitch. But if you were in like a smaller town or something like that, oh yeah, I know the owner, like I'll call him right now type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just a little more pull in different areas.
Yeah. Proves my point. Even more.
Yeah, you're right.
That proves my point even more. Fuck this place. That's one thing that I ain't gonna lie, kind of feel like that was my illusion. Type shit. It's fuck this place. But actually this place, it's beautiful because of the people at the same time. Like shit you see here is funny in its own way.
Well, I think it's a great place to raise a family, but it's a very cliquey place. Like it's very tight knit and
yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's very cliquey because I agree with that, but I also disagree with the whole raising kids here would be good.
It's great for kids, man.
I don't think that.
How come?
when I think about the community that I want my kids to live in, I just don't imagine that being out here. Like we just expressed, it's not. It's very cliquey. You know, you'd have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And 9 times out of 10, the motherfuckers have known each other forever, type shit. So unless we get to that position, type shit, that's what I'm saying. But like, really, I say not only that, but just bringing back to the community shit, like. You go to other communities in other states when they're actually doing shit like all the time, not just every now and then type shit. Even in the winter, they doing shit. They ain't doing shit all year round type shit. You meet motherfuckers who put motherfuckers in different positions all year round type shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have any opportunities to change my location.
Yeah.
I can't just go to a different state and just live out of my car until.
I mean, it's not even live out of your car. Just save money to go there.
Yeah.
Save money.
And save enough money to where you could, while you're looking for
but there's
here.
no set place for that for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's the discussion. So what we gotta figure out.
Right, like, would you leave if you were given that opportunity?
I don't know. It has to be a lot for me. I mean, bro, you have to understand that the only person in my life is my fucking mother.
Right. I mean, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying, like, you get an opportunity type shit to do some other shit. I'm saying, would you leave? I'm not saying anything else.
If I could provide for myself and my future family, of course. But if it's just like, hey, you got a job where you could, basically struggle to get by in another state, not really.
But,
I'm fine with struggling to get by here. It's the same thing.
Yes, but in a different location, you could potentially meet and run into a different opportunity, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like in a crazy way at this job, I've ran into a lot of wealthy people.
I mean, yeah.
And it's just so new for me that it could be beneficial.
Yeah. And nobody's saying that this job doesn't present something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's just on a financial level, it doesn't present much for me right now. But shit, it is what it is, dude. What are you gonna do about it? Give up.
No, keep moving forward.
It was more of a rhetorical statement. I'm just saying, like, there's not really much else I can do. That's all I'm saying. Like, shit, I know I could leave right now and move to any state and struggle to get by in any state, but bro, that's like the same thing.
I mean, I think if you do it right,
you wouldn't have to struggle. That's what I'm saying.
But there's gonna be a struggle.
There's a struggle. Period.
I think.
And what you want, that crib you want on your uncle's, that's in a different state. If I remember correctly, but that's gonna come with struggle too to even get there.
Right, but that's like it would be nice, like I know at the end of the day, if I have the money or whatever, I could go get my house built on that bitch whenever the fuck I want.
I think that's more so just back to what you said, and like you just gotta choose what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm destined for, but every time like somebody throws some, well, why don't you do this? Like I just look at it like it's like you telling me to just hop basically and land in the same direction. Like I don't know, like I'm not moving up type shit. Like motherfucker, oh work here, like bro, it's basically the same pay, and I'm gonna be doing some shit that I'm.
Honestly, that's same shit like with my new job. You know what I'm saying? But fuck it, and take this shit.
But your new job is really like a good job for you. Like it's that job is almost like a blessing that you fell into it.
No, for real. The only bad thing is it's fake seasonal. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. It's not guaranteed that I'm gonna be able to work over the summer, but as long as I perform,
Right.
I shouldn't have no problem because
Right.
that's how DJ was able.
But
to
that's
work
the
over summer.
opportunity right there. Like it's closer to your crib. It's good money. It's you know what I'm saying. It's a like you said, less work for more money. So it's that's the opportunity for you type shit.
Yeah. But even still, I think you kind of have to choose where you're going before that opportunity presents itself.
Cause like before I left that job, I was already looking for another job. Oh God, that shit was doing. Nobody wanted to call me back, dude. Oh my granny. Then I called. The only reason I got that job is one, yes, because DJ told me to go to the hiring event. But I talked to that dude personally. That dude Brian, he gave me his number to call his ass personally, and I talked to his ass just like me and him on the phone before we fucking went.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, man, just come down, man." And then that's what I'm saying. We still need retail workers in that.
Yeah.
He tell me, but that's what I'm saying. You're not trying to make that drive, and again, it don't make no sense to do it. But like that nigga, like again, like he's a dude. He's understanding. Oh God, they asked me, boy, this motherfucker that.
See, but this
who be murder charges in that bitch.
It's not people like that out here. You call the owner of a business, he gonna be like, wait till my hiring manager calls you back. You email the hiring manager, he gonna say, oh, I'm still looking for all the applications. I'll get back to you when I can.
Yeah, but to your point that you made earlier, you could find a crib out there for like what, $800 or something, whatever you said.
In the city, yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to live in the city ever.
Man, you don't have to live in the city to find an $800 permit.
You can't get one out here.
It's not gonna be in Naperville or Lisle.
Yeah, but it's not one by my job or anything. I've been looking. Like I've been in the market, bro.
I'm saying like it's definitely possible to find some in these surrounding little areas.
Shit, you gonna? I feel
it
like
just might add a little 15 minutes, 10 minutes to your route, though.
I would love for you to find me some, bro. Cause I've been.
What area would it have to be in?
Bro, it's gotta be in the area that's at least, so let's say I've been looking at Lamont, Aurora, Bolingbrook, Elmhurst, Elk Grove Village, Bensonville, Lisle, Woodridge.
Did you ask Brandon Pop to help you out?
Well, why would I do such a thing?
I mean, shit, they make decent money in there.
He can't get me a fucking job in that bitch, bro.
What? That's how Brandon got that job.
Nigga, I could. Let me show you text, bro.
How many bedrooms?
At least one. Only one. That's all I need is one. Look at. What did he say? We was in person. He talking about, oh, my buddy, like we were talking about him getting me hired at the SBA where they work. Oh, they only need climbers, not local though. I'm not like.
You're not trying to do.
Fuck, I look like going out of town for a week or two, stay for a weekend and leave again.
I mean, shit, gotta do what you gotta do for money, bro.
But I don't gotta do what I gotta do for like. There's no value in that for me. To go out of town with a bunch of drug addicts and alcoholics and beat a motherfucker that's doing the grunt work. You know, if I went out to the towers with his ass.
I mean, bro, you wouldn't be doing anything and everything, bro. They'd have to teach you shit. You definitely be on the ground doing shit for a minute.
But all I'm saying is there's like, and this is another thing he said. Oh yeah, they start off at like 19 or 20.
Bolingbrook is too far.
I said Bolingbrook.
Okay, this is 1,000 too much with utilities included?
Not all the utilities are included. And
no, the only thing you would have to pay is like, I'm saying you would have to pay like your freaking Wi-Fi and your cable, but like here you're like that shit, water, gas, all that is included. Like,
right, then you got renter's insurance and all these other things.
Everywhere doesn't require you to have that though.
Right, but you should have renter's insurance.
Right.
Okay. But you have to really have shit to really get.
You know what I'm saying? Your first crib, you're not gonna rent it.
Bro, you get,
especially in Bolingbrook.
What the fuck you mean, bro?
But no, this is what I'm saying.
In Bolingbrook, I got tablets, computers, TVs,
no, I hear what you're saying, but in Bolingbrook, let's be real. Nobody, nothing's bad's really gonna happen to your stuff in your house, in your apartment. It's ring nowadays. You get your ring.
Yeah, but yes,
my mom's never had runner
ideally,
insurance.
ideally,
like
a thousand,
Lion and
a
shit like
thousand
that,
is probably gonna be too much because it's not gonna be 1,000.
It'd probably be like 12.
So I'm saying
It's
with
gonna
all
be like
your
12, 13 around
So, like,
there.
with electric and all that shit, yeah.
So you want it to be 1,000 with all
Like
that
1,000,
Bro, I would like it to be under 1,000 because
you want it to be like shit in this day and age. That's just gonna
that's
be
what I'm
hard.
saying, bro. Like, and that's the thing, bro. I can't afford a lot of the shit around me, like I was just saying, because there's no jobs that I can get that are gonna do that for me. I found two apartments that was like 800 or 900. Them motherfuckers got the craziest ratings on them. The craziest ratings.
I mean, like out here, I don't even want to see what the 800. I wouldn't.
Bro,
I wouldn't.
it's a violation, bro.
But that's gonna be damn near any 800 you do out here now.
But that's the point I'm getting at, bro. I can't get out of my situation because number one, I don't get paid enough, and number two, all the shit around here is expensive as hell.
But you're gonna have to sacrifice something somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
You got to take the short end and stick.
It's gonna
now
be
in some
bro.
aspect.
It's gonna be somewhere because you don't want to leave. You don't want.
No, I never said I don't want to leave.
I'm saying you
I'm
might
so
have
down
to,
to leave.
But I'm saying, but you might just have to look for those numbers. You just might have to move a little closer to the city, though. You know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't benefit me in any way.
But I'm saying though, like
city driving doesn't benefit me. City gas prices don't benefit me. City tax doesn't benefit me.
I understand. No, I understand.
City grocery prices don't benefit
for
me.
those prices, though, you're going to have to go where the
But even in Chicago,
is.
they don't even got it like that no more, bro. I would be on the south side or the fucking west side, way away from any job I fucking have, which would be a 30, 40-minute drive again.
I mean, again, DJ shit wasn't a far west side, south side, fucking east side, and his shit was 800, 1,100, and all his shit was included.
Right. But
you know what I'm saying?
I'm fine with not. I don't want to live in the city. Like
I
don't want to pay to live in the city.
I understand. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't even necessarily.
Then if that's the L you're not trying to take, then you just gotta the price. If you the price that you gotta be a little, the budget gotta come up a little more.
Well, I'm aware, but I can't afford it. That's why I'm in this situation, bro. I'm not asking for an answer like how to get out of it or anything like that. I realize my situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to see the hell of a
Bro, 600 square feet, like 1,000.
I bet you it's a rundown, not even a cute 600.
No.
I mean, or you could find somebody to room with. Just some roommates, motherfucker.
Who?
I mean, I don't know, nigga. There's actual like apps like Airbnb for that.
I would not do nothing like that. Fuck, I look like staying with a motherfucker I don't know. And
I mean, nigga, you could stay with a motherfucker you know, but again,
there's nobody I know around here.
And that would be willing to actually follow through.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm gonna keep it.
You don't want to live with nobody.
No, I'm gonna keep it blunt and short.
No,
I don't trust anybody to hold up their side of the rent. I don't want to be left in a 12 month, 2 year rent with a motherfucker that don't pay their rent.
Exactly.
Right,
And I'm stuck, fucked up. I've always wished that there was a motherfucker that was next to me ready to hop into an apartment, but anytime I told a motherfucker, let's move in. Yeah, so I mean, shit.
No follow through. No opportunities.
I can't rely on somebody to help me get out of my situation.
But shit, you'll figure it out.
I know. Shit, it just is one of those things where I'm just sitting in the situation. I'm just verbalizing.
You ain't get a crib with me, nigga?
No, because you gonna want to live in the city.
No, I go anywhere. Bro, I make missions. Bro, commuted 2.5
But that's
hours
what I'm
to my
saying.
job,
At
bro.
what point, how is that beneficial for you, bro? Like
I get to be out of my mom's house and I can do my shit that I want to do to the fullest.
All right, bro.
That's how I see the benefits.
We can move in like Bensonville area or something like that. Little middle ground type deal. I don't know. Deeper towards the city. I don't know. I mean, shit. Like I said, bro. Like if you're gonna say it, like you're about it, be about it.
I'm about it.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying, like we've had conversations in the past where like shit, like we might as well just get an apartment together, and then you know.
Then we just both stop talking about it. It don't just be all on me.
I'm not saying it's all on you. I'm just saying like I'm not gonna keep bothering a motherfucker about it. My emotions feel the same, but I'm ready.
It's not even like you gotta understand. I would never take that as you bothering me about it, bro. This is real life, bro. Like,
yeah.
This is our young 20 years.
It's just another thing too, like bro, like at that point in time we was talking about it too, bro. I didn't trust myself in doing shit like that. So I don't know, bro. It's one of those things.
Older. Motherfuckers be wanting shit.
It just have to be something that y'all both was equally serious about.
Exactly.
That's what, yeah.
I know, oh God, I can get that shit, but I know that
I can say for a fact when motherfucker said I'm trying to go get a crib, nigga, instantly.
Oh God, I'm trying to get my fucking car for my birthday. I'm so glad at this job I could actually like get my money and like actually have a little bit of bread. You feel me? To like I could have my little spending bread
type shit.
Cause at the other job, it's getting and like, bro, the shit is it'd be cool once if you have bread already saved up and you go to a job that's like 16, 17 an hour. But realistically, if you didn't, you're still, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to stack the bread because you got all this shit you want to go do, nigga. Especially you got a girl, nigga. You gotta go entertain her ass, my nigga. Like, bro, like, you feel me? Like, at least at this job, I know guaranteed that like there's no excuses on God. And right now, I've been being good, bro. I haven't been spending a whole bunch. I'll probably spend like this weekend with you. I've only bought this weekend. I have literally, and that's $50, literally, bro. At my other job, bro, I'll fucking get trying to fucking sell some weed. I've been stopping myself from going to pick up and shit because I'll smoke that shit, bro. I haven't been doing that shit. I'm not finna do that shit until I get my car. I'll be able to actually go won't miss no serves because I don't have no car work. I'm getting weed to serve, and then I gotta pay the Uber to you and serve you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I was just doing that shit damn near to smoke for free, and I wasn't gaining from it. But like if I had a car, I'd be able to. You know what I'm saying? But it's just me. That's me making my dumb decisions.
I mean, speaking in the now, right now, if y'all was roommates, do you think that y'all be able to sustain it?
Oh, for sure. Like a crib right now with the job I have right now, yeah, of course.
I don't know. I haven't got a check. I don't even know what a normal check look like at my job.
Oh God, my first check was for 4 days, bro. That bitch was $750.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I haven't this week. I'm getting my first full check, and on my daily pay, say they paid me like over 2 bands. So like I know this check gonna be decent. I still got like $400-500 I haven't touched of that first check.
Type shit.
You feel me? And then like then on top of that, another good thing at this job is we get daily pay shit. So it's like if I did have to, you feel me, spend a little bread, I didn't have to spend. I could spend over $30 that comes available. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like that's enough to work with, especially for me, cause like for everything I want to do, say if I want to go smoke, and they had no weed, and they had no nick, I go give me a black. Okay, cool, that's $1, my nigga. You feel me? I'm gonna thug it out. You feel me? Until But this job, I feel more comfortable to do that because I can see how my shit getting broken down. You know what I'm saying, bro? At my last jobs, bro, my shit, it wasn't like that. And then that other job at the position I wasn't a driver. I was just a warehouse worker. So I was getting paid $17.25 or whatever. And
I'm really supposed to be getting 80 hours. How am I not seeing these 80 hours on my check though? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you not taking, I'll get the same hours the next check, but you taking a different number out on the taxes. I don't even know how that's even possible, but
You make more, they take more.
no, but this is what I'm saying. I didn't make more because I had the same hours and the same hourly rate. But how is my shit fluctuating? But it's like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's again, and then you're not making that, like at that job, I've probably seen like 3 checks that was over like $1,000. After that, it would be like 800, 900. Again, and at that job, I was doing that capture. I was trying to, sell, in my head, it looks so good. And, when you have your little ideas, then you really get into it. Discipline is a motherfucker. What would bite me in the ass is, I feel me, think I can, smoke this and then bank, rely on a motherfucker who said they're going to pull up on me the next day. And then really they don't do it because they find somebody who could just go to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, again, I could have got my ass on the CTA and went over there, but I didn't feel like it was worth it enough to go do that because it's only for like an eighth, you feel me? I got to do all this man labor to do it. Again, I could, but discipline, I could have went over there and did it, and then I missed out on serve because I decided to be lazy and shit like that. And I'm in the position I'm in with no car because of me, because I was fucking up, I was doing some stupid shit, and then I ain't have my insurance for my car. Even if the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I'm not right now. I'm trying to keep myself on like my spending habits. Like I know I have addictive personality or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I know that I like to spend. I feel like I be having to spend, and I feel like that's because I be having to entertain myself. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm older, I can't just entertain myself with like the game and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be damn near like in today's age, you gotta spend money to go do shit with motherfuckers, or like, to even like just go do shit by yourself sometimes. Like, especially where we live at. We don't live in no real nature ass area, you know what I'm saying? Where you can just go do some shit or own like an ATV and go get on that baby, shoot some watermelons, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, that's the ill part about, and that's what I mean about that mind control shit. We don't even have to be doing that, but society will make you feel like you have to spend money to be outside or even to enjoy shit. Like, bro.
But it do cost. Like, shit.
No, it do.
Me coming outside today, it costs whatever, a little bit just to drive here. It costs whatever that weed I have is worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, even if you're not spending money right there, bro, it costs, bro.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I be trying to just be real mindful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I go out and I'll be like, bro, I get paid. This money, I know, this is another problem I had, bro. I know that money don't mean nothing.
Right.
At all. That shit don't mean shit, bro. But it do mean shit because you need that shit to function in here in this world. But it don't mean nothing at all. Like, there's no meaning behind that shit. Like, if you were to go spend all that bread on them Lambos, that shit don't mean nothing because the nigga is broken, that shit. I work shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just, I just want to, and I want some shit, I'm going to go buy it. And it's the same thing like with the weed shit. Like, I know I'm not supposed to smoke weed, I'm supposed to flip and make the money, but it's mine. So it's like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that, it be disciplined. A lot of that shit be disciplined. And like, nowadays, especially like, bro, that and accountability is missing in a lot of people's character, bro. Like, for real. And I can say that's the next step for me to get to like where I want to go in life. That's what I gotta get better at. You feel me? Even like this, my arguments with my mom, just not reacting a certain way how I usually do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sometimes I react funny, say some slick shit, but I won't be like, emotional as hell about it. Like that. She knows that shit, but she just said ain't bother me at all. Like, she ain't phased me at all. That part will blow her. And then we be having kumbaya moments and shit like that. Like, bro, like, where she'll try to get her ass, but I'll catch her before she even do it. Then we'll get to laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that all, then, and then if I do fly off the handle, I just make sure I'm good about it. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, and you know what I'm saying? It's all a misunderstanding. Yeah. But it's just, that's gonna help me get to the next level, bro. Like,
And really, that's the only place where, like, flying off the handle is really applicable to me. Because in public, nigga, I'm a level-headed ass individual. Oh, God. Like, even in the workplace. Like, oh, God, you've worked with me, Jeremiah. Like, oh, bro, I'm respectful as hell. And I'm like, when I have something to do, I'm going to do that shit. Oh, bro. Oh, God. But
it all just comes down to what you said, discipline.
for real, bro.
Do you want what you really want?
Yeah, and then when you figure out what it is, like, holding yourself, you know what I mean? Bro, that shit is ill. That's like the illest shit. And then when you know you could have did some shit that, you know, that pertained to what you want to do, and then you capped on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that should be the illest.
Yeah. Wasted potential as a motherfucker.
You feel me?
Wasted potential.
And I just, oh, God, like, hell no, there's niggas who don't give up on this shit, and this shit work.
Yeah.
This shit work, and that's why Daly told me, he said, if there's one thing he got from the military, discipline. That's a motherfucker. Like, that's a half the battle. Mental discipline and this shit, it's a motherfucker, bro. Like, for real, bro.
I feel like to get what you need in the physical, you really have to work on the mental. Because prior to me getting any opportunity I had, I was working on the mental for a minute.
Yeah, bro, that even your vibrational input. I always wanted to, in my head, you know, I'm a friendly motherfucker when you talk to me, you feel me? But it would always fuck me up, like, I'm in the city, bro. It's, you know, I'm thinking motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, you'll run into a motherfucker, just, you know what I'm saying? Just end up sparking a conversation with a random motherfucker, but motherfuckers don't be on that. But half the thing is, I feel like it's just a motherfuckers walk around with a smile on their face. They don't look approachable, none of that, bro. The moment I'm trying to actually, like, I'm taking this, like, every time when I go and get on the CTA bus and shit like that, bro, I'm trying to look out the windows, nigga. Like, I'm taking all that shit in. I'm really out. My music is hidden for some reason with the fucking, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, and, like, the last couple, like, at this job, I've been low-key, you know, because it's been fucking happy and shit. You feel me? Oh, you want this? It's been, it's just easier and shit, so, you know what I'm saying? I've been low-key enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? And oh God, motherfuckers, you feel me? Motherfuckers be like, oh, bro, good morning. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I'm saying? Spark a conversation. And I feel like, again, it just has to do with motherfuckers, you know? We be so worried about everything we got going on in our life, you feel me?
Stop caring about other people.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, it's like you don't even know what connection you'll be. You know what I mean? Like, it's motherfucking billionaires and people who got bread who still write the CTA and shit like that. Even in New York.
Yeah, but like you said, it's a mindset thing and a like vibrational thing. Like you can say you want that, but are you actually, you know?
Yeah. Practice makes perfect though. Like,
yeah.
I used to be mad as fuck at the world, bro. Angry as hell, Debbie Downer. I used to be a Debbie Downer all the time. But that shit don't even change until I let certain shit go that I was mad at. And I just, you know, like, bro, right now I'm focused on just really enjoying shit that be in front of me. Like, bro, even like these moments with y'all, nigga, these moments, you know, Jeremiah, you know, I remember shit, bro. I be remembering all this shit, bro. Yeah. These moments right here, these moments, like, I'm taking these with me to the grave with my grandma. Like, it is, bro. Like,
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I think, like, these moments, I don't know what they mean to y'all. To me, these moments are big just because they keep me going on the path I want to do, you know, even if it's not the best podcast, you know what I'm saying? First off, we still sat here and kicked it like we just said,
we chopping it up.
Hey, did this in a minute, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's my main reason coming back, to kick it with you niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, bro, I've been gone for 4 years. Even when I was coming back, I would see you niggas, but, like,
we wouldn't hang out for real.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas that only be here for a certain amount of days. I'm trying to rush around,
see everybody
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers that haven't got that time to really kick it with motherfuckers, really sit and chill and talk about just life, you know what I'm saying? No matter what that shit may be. And I don't know, I feel like, bro, real life in Colorado, I was feeling that shit, bro. I was feeling that shit because I'm like, bro, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? I got the crib, motherfuckers got the alcohol, the weed, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody can't enjoy the shit with nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Can't truthfully enjoy it. Because, you know, I could hit up a motherfucker that I just mad or, you know what I'm saying, that been talking to or whatever the fuck it is, but it just don't hit the same like being with the guys, bro. But that also, coming back here, getting that feeling that I was looking for, makes it a lot easier for me to be like, all right, now I'm ready to go back, work all these hours, and then leave, go overseas, and then, you know what I'm saying, make my path from there.
And then we come in, it's going to be another conciseness.
Bro, like,
More progress been made. You feel me? Like, I can't wait till we all fucking around with fucking Lambos and fucking, yo, all niggas, you got, I'm pulling up your ass in Rome, this nigga live on a fucking big ass boat. Shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, that's lifestyle shit.
Yeah.
But you know, like, you recording shit like this, that's the beginning of that shit, bro.
I mean,
I didn't
honestly,
even.
bro,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, like, when I was really looking to take that next step, as you were saying, I was really focusing on a lot more. Who do I want to be as a person? Not necessarily like money wise. Now, of course, I had the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that I was in the time frame where I was able to be to really have that space to really allow my creative juices and, you know, inner child to really just go out and like figure out what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because when I left, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. Bro, like, you know what we used to be on out here. I used to fuck around. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't really on no shit like this, and I would do shit like this, but I wasn't really serious about it. And I wasn't really serious, like determined and dedicated, and then had a discipline to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? It took for me to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It took for me to really grow up and get out there and see some shit. For me to be like, all right, yeah, now I can move in this world type shit.
I know that's fact. That's my problem shit with me and like my shit, my clothing shit and like my music shit, bro. I be knowing I got something, bro. But I just be shit. If I'm gonna keep 100 with you, nigga, I be scared, bro. One, I don't want a motherfucker to take that shit from my ass. Two, like, just I don't know. Like I don't know. Like again, like it just again, I'm being 100 with you. I'm just, it's just
you know what?
It's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
I've always been like a funny guy, you know what I'm saying, but I've never been like either like the main attraction or like, you know what I'm saying, or like again, I could say like I've never, nobody, it's that I damn near say like even in times where I've had to lead, it would be like I'm be co-pilot and shit, like it's always been like in every situation we all equally doing this, you know what I'm saying, like, and like with certain shit like that, like, oh, bro, like Kaden said all the time, bro, you know, to just do that shit, bro, like, bro, you don't understand, but like, to me, it either don't sound right or don't sound positive, or like I just know it's where it's just like, you know, I don't want a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, who out the band. It's again, it's just like I gotta get that out, you know what I'm saying, and then I know I'm gonna be able to be a dog on God.
I mean, I definitely understand that because
No, bro, I didn't even know I was perfect.
but I was gonna say I definitely understand that just because, like, bro, for sure I had to learn that I was the reason I was holding myself back. You know what I'm saying? I was the reason I wasn't where I wanted to be. But at the same time, it was like realizing that my time is exactly that. My time. It's not your time. It's not his time. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna go through our different things at different times. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't make me better or, you know, worse.
That's why I did that saying, stay down till you up. That should be real, bro. That should be real.
You gotta have that blind faith, but a big part of that is just having something you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like having that passion that we was talking about earlier, the joy to do something, to put your life on the line for that shit. Because, and it's funny that you say that shit because my sister and like everybody that I'm telling like what I'm gonna do, they be like, damn, that's intense. Like you're not scared, you're not, you know what I'm saying? And I think there definitely is a part of me that's scared, but I don't think that fear is gonna hold me back. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more like anxiety to jump in.
No, that's exactly. And I say I can feel like I'm getting a little more comfortable with my shit. I mean, like, I need to post more reels of my shit, but like, I'm about to get my first video did ever for my birthday this year on my granny. Fucking, I'm definitely posting that bitch. I don't get no fuck. I'm finna spend like $600 on that bitch. Fucking, but then it's just, now it's about strategically doing this shit. I already have hella songs in the boat. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta plan these bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know what? That's kind of funny that you say that because it's the nigga that made I want to say Alibaba. He like often talks about planning and shit like that. He's like, bro, when he did the shit that made him rich, he didn't plan it. He just did that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of doing the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like us saying that we're gonna record something. And we just like, all right, there's shit in the way, like what we gonna do, where's it gonna be?
Yeah, it's just doing it, being in
all
that,
type
that's
of shit
being in it
in the
for
way.
real.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
bro, I understand, I get it, bro. That's what Jalen are right now, bro. I haven't talked to that man in like a month, bro. He locked the fuck in right now.
Yeah.
But we be having these talks. Me and him be having these talks all the time, bro. This shit is needed, bro. It's needed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because that's the only way you get to where you're trying to go is, you know, having those conversations that make like shit different.
For real, boy.
And I don't think like shit like that. I think yeah, it starts at home, but it also starts on like how we perceive things. Because I feel like out here, you know, I perceive things when I was originally out here. I perceived things very differently. You know what I'm saying? And that caused me to be in my own depression and my own anxiety and my own, you know what I'm saying, mental issues. You know what I'm saying? And rather than me fixing it, I would, you know, just soak in that.
No, I can say that too, cause like, nigga, as a shorty, I would love just want to, you know, conversate with my motherfuckers, be around. I do niggas all the time, you know, cause again, I'm an only child, bro. So like, my homies, they like my brothers for real, bro. Like my cousins and shit like that, like, bro, man. Like nowadays, bro, that shit, like making new friends, just like, bro, that shit get my ass anxiety like a motherfucker, bro. Like, hey. Like a motherfucker, you have no idea. She like, dude. Yeah. Oh my grade, this shit be fucking. I don't know. I be thinking I'm fucking crazy or something, bro.
I mean, I definitely feel that.
Like, you know,
yeah.
out here, motherfuckers just move so
bro,
weird.
It's weird. It is weird. They're
It's fucking weird, bro. You don't know what the fuck a motherfucker do.
Self-centered, narcissistic. Not really thinking about other people around them, you know what I'm saying? And like George Coll3Ctiv3 was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit that we got, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been hanging out with each other since we was kids, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, shit gonna change between us and we may head our separate ways, but at the same time, we're here now. You know what I'm saying? We can't worry about what the fuck we got going on in the future, but we gotta worry about what's going on now. Now, as far as friends and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm really cool on friends. At first, I thought that I wanted to make new friends and all that shit, but I got my homies. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you on that. But I'm saying, like, on the, like, because you're supposed to make new network. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what I was going to break that into.
That's the part that be bringing my ass anxiety, bro. Because it's like, bro, you got to damn near fuck with a motherfucker regardless if you're expanding your network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely do. And it definitely does. Like, bro, no bullshit. When I had first got that job at EDCO working for the state, motherfuckers was like, damn, bro, like, low-key looking at motherfucking shady type shit, like, bro, I didn't all the way trust motherfuckers just because of, you know what I'm saying, what's your end game, what are you looking for, like, you know what I'm saying, but, I don't know, bro, like, motherfuckers actually was just looking out for niggas, you know what I'm saying, and it was weird to have that with motherfuckers that I didn't know for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, motherfuckers was making sure niggas ate. Motherfuckers was making sure niggas was like, hey, bro, you say you gonna do this, you say you gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the podcast shit, I shot a podcast with my homies in a hotel. We drunk as hell sitting there just kicking the bullshit type shit. But like little shit like that eventually took me to shit like this where I'm actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually posting and actually following through. So like, it's scary, bro, but just don't let your fear rule you. It's an emotion. It's nothing more like an emotion.
No, that's right, bud. It's like, see, yeah, bro, that's some motherfucker on, bro. I don't be scared to fail, but I damn sure ain't gonna just go out there willy-nilly. That's one thing. That's for me, no God.
I mean, I think that there's definitely a fear of success. That's a thing. Whether people admit it or not, like, I think there's a lot of people out there that's afraid to actually succeed.
And then also, yeah, again, right. I want to know, like, bro, when this shit do happen, bro, I don't have no time for motherfuckers, you feel me, or like niggas in my family, like, to be sour, bro, like, or like, you know what I'm saying, or trying to, you know what I'm saying, then niggas not trying to give me my roses, or like, cause I ain't did no hating of them, no sorts, or downplay nobody else's achievement for my granny, bro. Yeah. On my mama, bro, and that shit really rubbed my ass the wrong way. Dead ass, bro. Like, but again, like, I already know. You feel me? Like, bro, again, that shit. That's what that shit comes with too.
And it do. And I think it's not always like people trying to rub you the wrong way, because shit, I've had some conversations where this nigga say some shit and I'll be like, nah, nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Like, he'll say some shit and I'll be like, nigga, fuck you, man. Nah, nigga, like, I will still do that shit. Fuck you talking about. And you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, that's just how it used to be. Like, it's just what it is. And at a point, it's niggas trying to keep me safe. You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure, like, all right, nigga, you been saying this, but
like, again, like,
you doing it.
Like, my mom's dynamic with her sisters. I don't got no time for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, her older sister, they ass don't got no reason to not like each other, bro. But they just be fucking hating on each other, bro, for no fucking reason, bro. And that shit is childish. Y'all supposed to be grown as hell. Then my mom be trying to have the audacity to make it seem like a motherfucker choosing sides because motherfucker want to talk to their aunties. Motherfucker, nigga, she used to change motherfucking diapers, bro. Like, you hear what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. That's the type of shit I need. That's the type of shit blow me. Like, in my family, definitely shit like that be going on in my family, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, bro, when it comes to my family, I really don't, like, I have select people I talk to in my family, but I don't all the way, you know what I'm saying, care what a lot of them say, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't really take it.
And I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even get, like, look, the only nigga who really be giving me advice is, like, my granddaddy. Like, he, I ain't gonna lie, he be on point. Everything it was only one time he was low-key capping. When my mom was blue as hell when I got my forehead. And she told my granddaddy and brought him to the house. And she painted, she was trying to make it seem like, boy, I'm out here trying to just be willy-nilly. You feel me what I'm saying? And my granddaddy coming at me, you know what you need to do? You need to hit the gym. Well, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that gonna do, bro?
Yeah, like, I think a lot of the old motherfuckers.
I be like, bro,
motherfuckers carry guns.
Bro, I'm like, bro, this is not because of that. You also, what do I want to do at the end of the shit? I want to get clothes. I want to be, make music, nigga. I want to live a certain way that we're dangerous. And then, danger is bound to happen. Oh, you putting yourself in that. Nah, bro, what you mean, bro? My mama doing it right now. Selling houses in these fucking low-income ass neighborhoods, too. Like, she need one, boy. She be trying to pull up to that bitch with you know what I'm saying, with a car, and anything motherfucking not watching her ass, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Make it make sense. That's the only thing I disagree with his ass on. But other than that, like, my grandma, she don't judge nothing I do. She just say she praying for me. She know that I, like, I'm good head to my shoulder. I be knowing what's right from wrong. And all she know she gonna pray. And she know I'm gonna be fine, you feel me? But, like, all my advice either come, from like Dalen, or or like, again, my grandpa, or like, again, how Jeremiah be saying, his mom, like, bro, those are the only other, I can't, like, my pops, he showed me things, but like, the shit he showed me is the shit he showed me. You know what I'm saying? There's some fucking non-reliable scheme shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm taking what he says with just a grain of salt, but I know what he's saying is some real shit, because that's what the fuck is happening in his world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like,
I really am either listening to my mom or like my granddaddy or Dalen. Dalen is really the one who make me hold on to my dreams, and I know there's a light in all this shit. My granddaddy just say, you gotta keep moving no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? But my mom, she be trying to make it seem like I gotta do this shit her way or this shit not gonna work. And I know that's not right, because in math, it's different equations gonna get you the same answer. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how this life shit is. You feel me? Not everybody lives the same life. And they still come and get a good outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man. It's all about the discipline and dedication. A lot of that, I feel like you gotta have. I never really understood the whole thing about having your own place until I got my own place. Like, all that, the difference of what it's actually like having your own space type shit. Being able to freely do what you want to do type shit. Nobody holding you back on nothing. You gotta act a certain way. You gotta step on the fucking ice or eggshells or whatever the fuck. That's it's a different piece. It's a different piece for sure.
I'm gonna feel like I made it when I get my first apartment. I'm be like, nigga, I want some colder shit. Oh God, what, that shit be crazy as hell.
Yeah.
That's it. Nigga, come on, we smoking this bitch out right now.
Yeah, I definitely remember that shit.
Oh God. First day in my own crib, I'm popping a bottle of Coll3Ctiv3 with that bitch. On my granny. And I'm putting that bitch on. I'm keeping that bottle. God. It's the first bottle I popped in my own crib. God, what?
Dude, that shit would be hell trying to do that shit out here, bro. Like, honestly, I give y'all props for it. I even really give myself up for doing shit out here. This seems so far.
Bro, this shit annoying out here. This shit is so hit or miss. And it's just because it's played out here, bro. Illinois is fucking like that scam and shit, bro. That shit played out. Oh God, bro.
Yeah, but shit.
I'm just glad you feel me? We could be worse. We could be out of college, 200, 150K in debt. You feel what I'm saying? And in the same fucking spot right here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they ain't even got no job experience, at least fresh out of college, though. You feel what I'm saying? Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell fucking no, bro. Then you gotta go do that shit again with your house. Fuck out of here.
It's possible.
No, it definitely is possible, but boy, I know I wasn't gonna be no doctor, no nurse. Okay, what the fuck is we going to school for then?
It's not in my arsenal. I ain't trying to do no doctor.
I seen some shit on YouTube. I'm gonna try it out. They on God, in the spur of the moment shit. On God, nigga. If your ass choking, I might get your ass the hind blade shit. You feel me? On bro, that's you feel me? I ain't doing nothing on God.
I think one of the things for me that kind of fortified my reason of not going to school, because I was very on the line about shit like that. Like, I wanted to go to school. Like,
I was too.
But it was like once I realized what I really wanted, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, school may not be the best path just because do I really need it? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I just know if I were to go into school after high school, it was going to be a very disappointing fucking year in college. And coming back to that, oh yeah, hell no, nigga. I already know me. I was going to be out there not worried about shit that had to do with school, bro.
Didn't you actually go to school?
For a little bit.
Yeah. What's it like?
Exactly like high school. Yeah. But the only reason why it was just so bad for me is because I had the choice to go or not.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If I would have went there right after high school,
I
And
know. That's what I
it
told
also
my
didn't
mom.
help that, like, I don't know, like, I was in that bitch. I was dating somebody. I was influenced by them. They wasn't really feeling it. And then also, too, I broke up with them and met another girl through, that went to COD, too. So, I don't know. Like, I just wasn't even worried about that shit. Honestly, I was just going just because my OG wanted me to go. And then damn near, I just realized, like, shit, I'm the one paying for this shit at the end of the day, so.
Literally. I was going to go
the
take
fuck
that
about
damn
this
loan,
shit.
do fast for, and then I was going out there to try myself, and then I have to hear my mom.
Yeah, no.
Fuck no. That would have been the illest combo ever.
Yeah, so I really just stopped going to that bitch and told my OG, like, I haven't gone in a while.
And then, you know what's funny? I always, bro, right when they got her out of college, bro, we were in, like Jefferson, bro. There was a nigga who Jason's like family knew that was like in the neighborhood, and he went to college 1 year. Like when we were going to high school, nigga.
Yeah.
On God, in a year he was back. On bro.
Didn't Jason do that shit?
Well, yeah, I think he did do that. He went to Alaska and he didn't like that shit.
He came right back. Same with Steven too, right?
I don't know.
I think
about
he went
Steven.
a little longer and came back.
I don't know about Steven. I don't know about none of that. No, really none of them niggas. I don't know about Chase.
I don't know about Steven. Chill out, man. It's okay.
Them niggas is ill bunch. Them niggas is ill bunch. I ain't gonna lie.
It would definitely been a waste of time for me.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a huge waste of time for me.
What? Oh God, I was gonna be in there making bad decisions on my granny, bro. What?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
I think, because I was going to go more so into the culinary field, and I think that's something that's kind of always interested me, and I would have fucked with it, but when I would have came out of whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, I came back into the real world, and I got to pay all this shit, I think I would have been a fucked up position.
No, hell yeah, bro. And I'm not gonna go to school for no 8 years, become a doctor just to be damn near $1 million in debt in school fees. And then I gotta do my medical shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta still pay your medical fees when you get into that shit. When you start becoming surgeons and shit like that, they gotta pay their fees to become a part of that association and shit like that, bro. And then like 10 years into their career, that's when they break even and they start. You feel me? They don't have, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no debt and shit no more. Fuck out of that, bro. Fuck out of that.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I feel like I've seen, because there are examples of people who don't go to college and still have that same outcome. It's like, it's easy for me to be like, all right.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's not the popular opinion of motherfuckers. We trying to make it seem, at least when I was in high school, from what I remember, motherfuckers made it seem like college. You ain't go to college, your ass not doing shit.
Like the end all be all type.
Yeah, bro. Like, fuck no, bro. Y'all ass tried to get my ass. That shit going in somebody's pockets. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You think even the school board and all that shit are connected with the colleges and shit like that, bro? Fuck that.
No, for sure.
Yeah, ask me what the fuck they doing.
Damn, it's 12.
I thought it was way later than that.
Yeah. So bad. Oh, fuck, man.
I still can't believe you ain't see that bitch. Got hit with that brick.
I really don't be on social media.
Look at this shit. Yeah. Already great rocked her ass.
I want to get all the information before I speak big on this. Black woman gets hit with a brick while men are present and nobody does a thing. She makes a video showing the men, asking them why they ain't do nothing.
Oh, I seen her.
As a a matter of fact, I've seen the videos of the gentleman that was there, and they said that, hey, this is the woman that's going around smacking white people in the streets. This, that, and the other. Obviously, he saw that video of this woman smacking this guy in the streets after he didn't do anything. In this video right here, I've seen it 3 times, 4 times. It's obviously not the guy that was asking for the number. This video is obviously staged, and they obviously know each other. You can saw the video of her using the term cisgender, because using the term cisgender means you ain't around with other black women and you deserve to be hit with a brick, obviously. I've seen this video too. It's a obviously her saying happy pride to black women and saying that black women are protectors obviously deserve to get hit with a brick too. Nobody doing anything, not even coming to ask her, is she okay? Just standing around. Like the dude in this video right here.
Oh, God.
I'm
gonna be looking at the.
What the fuck did you do to get hit by that brick? No way you did.
Nobody just don't throw a brick at one person for no reason.
About a heinous act, and all y'all can do is come up with is a skit or a video about her talking about happy pride and using the word cisgender. Y'all know the jokes will be like, haha, white person, that's why you can't cook. And they'll be like, haha, you thinking that's the reason why you ain't got no mama and no daddy. That's the reason why you on drugs. See how that escalated? Y'all are literally trying to compare, I'm talking about non-violent victimless acts to being hit with a brick. I want to get all the information before.
I cannot have.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, she sounds so annoying. She was
Ready to go to bed, huh?
Here's sleepy ass. Look at him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's basically good.
Something like that. Shit. I've been up for a long time too, man. 3 hours of sleep.
That's a little camera.
Huh?
It's a little camera.
What's the noise?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah, man. A little